This is Joseph with Game of Thrones podcast Clink. This is Alex, our guest. He's very good. He's a nerd. More nerdy than him, apparently, and definitely more nerdy than me. About Game of Thrones, don't worry, you're a good boy.
Thank you.
That's all I've got. That's the intro. You go now.
Cool. Yeah. Well, that's obviously brought Alex in because Game of Thrones is coming up soon. Series 8, the final series. We'll love Game of Thrones. We'll try. Well, sort of into the books as well, but we're going to try not to reference that too much because everyone gets irritated.
I think we're going to try and not steer clear of it, but
yeah, but try not to
stick to the show as much as possible.
Yeah, because I think we've sort of spoken about how the book and the show, they're kind of separate entities now. So people that get shitty about, oh, that wasn't like that in the books, kind of fuck off because it's sort of separate now anyway.
And if you guys do mention the books, I'll just ask you questions about it, so it'll be fine because I have no fucking clue.
That's fine, but yeah, it's obviously it's a massive story. And it's something that I really love. It's a shame to see the back of, but I expect there's going to be billions of fucking spin-offs coming out soon anyway.
It is too big a series to just end it where it is. There's going to be plenty.
Yeah, there's money in that.
There's so much story that we haven't seen.
So
so they've got plenty of stuff to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Netflix are going to get hold of some shit.
I would be a bit upset if Netflix took over, to be perfectly honest. Because not that I've got anything wrong with Netflix originals or anything like that, but
they've all been great, but they keep dying too early.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. It doesn't feel enough. I don't know.
I don't know. They've been throwing a lot of budget at shit recently.
They have, you're right, yeah.
If they took hold of something and then it would obviously be different actors off the back of it, but I'd be well into seeing Netflix taking hold of something like the Blackfire Rebellion or Robert's Rebellion, or
I mean, if they divvied it out, it could be quite interesting because we wouldn't be waiting for yonks and yonks for every different.
What do you mean if Amazon got one and if Netflix got one and HBO got one?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I think you'd have very different quality. Though,
you would, yeah.
And you'd end up with a Sony, Fox, Marvel situation. I think where you end up, we can't mention Aegon Targaryen anymore because HBO.
We've actually sold him to Fox.
There'll be some bullshit like, I don't want that to happen. That would really irritate me.
It's not the Starks? No, they don't exist in the
universe. You must be referring to the Storks in the north. Be some fucking. Do you remember when you were little and you had? Do you ever play ISS Pro like football?
I didn't.
And they this was like back in
the
original place.
Similar.
All names, it was like Buckham and
Pez.
Michael Orwin and stuff like that. It was all like the original ones. They couldn't use the official names, so you end up with bullshit like that.
Yeah, I think Pez has got like London FC for Chelsea. And
yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Shit like that. I think that would be fucking horrendous, and that would really irritate me. But, yeah.
So maybe not go that way then.
Yeah. Maybe not. Yeah. So we are currently we're recording this on the Saturday. Obviously the show is released. It's
tomorrow.
Airing tomorrow night. So we don't know what's happened yet, but by the time this is all uploaded and released and stuff like that, you'll already know what's happened in the first episode. So
it's a bit redundant watching this.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about the whole season, not just episode 1. So we'll probably make some prediction episode 1. You go, how the fuck did you not know that, you dickhead? It happened 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck we get up and ready to rock and roll. But we're in the dark.
You can't tell YouTube for no griefing because that's just not going to happen.
No, clearly, fair enough. Yeah.
So we've got some talking points, lots of questions.
Yeah. Okay. So
we'll start with some favourites.
What's your favourite? What characters so far?
Well, I've got a list, didn't I?
Go on, let's work through it.
All right, favourite season is the first one.
Favourite season, probably 3.
All right.
That's a
Do you have a reason?
Heartbreaking season.
I know, and that's because I think that was the season that
it was the Red Wedding.
Yeah, and it was that I think did it because I think I didn't start watching.
That's
Game
episode
of
9,
Thrones.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I think all the big shit happens in episode 9.
It's never the final one. It's always the penultimate.
They tend to use the last episode as clean up, essentially.
Yeah, they'll tie up some loose ends and set up for the next season. But yeah, Red Wedding season. I mean, I love that season because that was the first. So
wait. Sorry, spoilers.
Fucking spoilers.
Stop watching this podcast immediately if you haven't seen all of Game of Thrones up to season 7.
Yeah, stop watching it and go and eat a bag of dicks. Like, what?
Eat a bag of
I think
Feet on the
it's
sticks.
into like the 1% of the population.
Yeah. Also,
Well,
there's
also
only-
the pricks that share it on Facebook. Like, I've never seen Game of Thrones. It's like, well, 1 gold star to you, you prick. Like,
also, we only have about 2 viewers, and I think they've both seen Game of Thrones, so it's all right.
fair enough.
Well,
But yeah, season 3. So I didn't start watching Game of Thrones until like halfway through season 2. I didn't have any interest in it whatsoever. I think Ben actually mentioned it to me out of the blue. He mentioned it. I thought,
Ben
oh, well,
Walker.
fuck it, yeah.
See, I walked into the front room one day and saw Ned getting his head chopped off,
Yeah.
and I went, oh, fucking hell, it's
Oh,
dead.
Who'd have guessed?
So I sort of spoiled it.
that's really awful.
I spoiled it for myself by accident.
That's really
And then I
awful.
didn't watch it for about 6 months, and then I watched it from the beginning, and I was like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. It's fine that he's dead.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
But yeah, I did already know he was dead.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's
It
still
shall
me.
be, yeah. He's going to call someone a bastard, and then he's going to die.
Sorry.
So I watched, half watched season 2. I thought, this is fucking amazing. Went back, watched the rest of them, and read all the books in between season 2 before season 3 came out.
All of
Season 3, I was sitting there going, I'm fucking ready. I'm waiting for the Red Wedding to happen. I knew it was going to
Oh yeah,
happen.
because I remember.
But I was sitting
I
there
remember
waiting for
talking
him
to
to
you
cue
about
it
it.
up. Yeah.
I remember talking to you about it, and I knew you knew what was going to happen, and you were very good at not saying anything.
Yeah.
I think as soon as Reigns of Castamere hits.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god. What was it? But I didn't know what Reigns of Castamere sounded like. He doesn't say it in the book.
You've heard it plenty of times in the series before then.
Oh, I think they meant. How many times did they fucking play? Oh, I suppose whenever Tywin's being a dick, isn't
whenever
it?
Tywin, Cersei has a few scenes
Yeah,
where it's
that's
playing in the
what I
background.
But I didn't
I
recognise
mean, you
the song.
might not
because-
recognise it as in.
Yeah,
Oh, this is the.
because you read the words,
Yeah.
but I don't put it to a tune. It's like hearing like the Bear and the Maiden Fair and shit,
You know,
Hands of Gold and all that.
I was
like,
trying to hum Reigns of Castamere to myself the other day just to sort of remind myself, and it kept turning into the Halo theme tune. Like, it just wouldn't stop. Every time I did it, it's that first note just hit, and I was like.
And that, yeah. And since then, the Reigns of Castamere has been that trigger for like something horrible is about to happen. Cersei's about to be a prick. Tywin's about to be a prick. They don't do it for Tyrion when he's about to do something.
Yeah, he's not often a prick.
And there's also speculation that he may not be.
Let's get to that later.
Are you referring to the time travelling fetus theory?
That wasn't one.
That
theory, but
was
okay.
fucking mental. That was just. I think that was just the Reddit, A Song of Ice and
Oh,
Fire.
Reddit's just gone mad.
They went mental. They're like, we need the book because we're going mad. It's time to look at time travelling, and they. I think like Tywin's fetus had time travelled into Daenerys' womb, and it got fucking mental. We might look at that later when we watch this.
I think that is a piss subject.
It got
to talk about,
out of its fucking mind, but yeah.
So your
Yeah,
favourite
season-
season is season 3
season
because
3.
of the Red Wedding really made it.
The Red Wedding for me, I think that was a lot of this.
It was definitely shocking.
Yeah.
It was one of the most shocking things I've ever seen.
Ned Steph got quite a lot of people, but then when it was like, oh, and Rob, and Caitlin, and fucking...
Caitlin?
Caitlin, I know what I mean.
I'm glad you picked him up.
Fuck's sake.
Stoneheart.
Yeah,
We'll get to that
a
later.
shame we never got that. But
Well, no, I still have theories about that anyway.
Favourite season?
My favourite season is season 4
Mm-hmm.
because of the walking. You got Brienne and Jamie walking, and you've got Arya and the Hound walking, and both their character arcs get really good with each other.
Just a fan of walking.
Yeah, fucking loves hiking.
I just really like the interaction between those two characters.
And it does have that fight between Brienne and Hound in that season
Yeah.
as well, which is a really fun fight scene.
Also, Arya and the Hound, after that fight scene when she doesn't kill him, when she just takes his water and he's like,
Yeah.
fucking kill me!
It wasn't water or anything, was it?
Yeah, it was. He was like, I wish this was fucking
Yeah,
wine.
yeah.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Kill someone for wine.
Yeah.
Kill a chicken.
So
kill a
you're
cunt.
killing
I don't know. There's going to be a lot of cunts in this podcast.
Are you going to die over a chicken? Somebody is. Amazing. Oh,
If you don't shut your cunt's mouth, I'm going to have to eat every fucking chicken in this place.
Oh,
that's it.
Cunt's mouth.
lots of people name their swords. Lots of cunts.
I think you can find them on YouTube, can't you? Just the whole compilation
Yeah.
of obvious cunts.
Fucking brilliant. I mean that's one of the good things about Game of Thrones. They've really, I think the the casting has been fantastic for the most part.
Yeah, who was bad? I don't think anyone was bad.
Emilia Clarke's a little.
Oh, I don't like Daenerys
wishy-washy.
at all, but I don't know if that's because of Emilia Clarke. I just think I don't like her character.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's there's a few just little bits and pieces.
There's a lot of people that got a problem with Emilia Clarke.
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
see it
with
too
her.
much. No.
It's not horrendous. It's not. It doesn't ruin my enjoyment of the show. But I mean,
I think a
She's
lot of
probably
her
one of my
stuff-
all-time favourite scenes, actually.
Look, the Arcadis.
Dover Gelly!
Oh yes.
Is that when she comes back on the dragon? She's talking to the.
No, that's when she's pretending not to be able to speak Old Valyrian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then once she gets control of the army and she decides to speak it, this guy's like, "What the fuck?" So I've been calling you a dirty hole the whole time.
While he's holding on to Drogon, who's about to set him on fucking fire.
I just watched that
Yeah.
last night.
It's just that first one, Dover Gelly. Everyone's like,
What?
Yeah, I just really like the interactions between those characters. What's your favourite season?
I'm probably going to sound a bit of a noob here, but I'm going to say the most recent, season 7.
Which I've only seen once, which is really annoying.
Battle of the Bastards.
Not
We'll
much.
get
Not
there.
so much the battles or the scenes or anything
That
like
was
that.
season 6.
It is the culmination of people getting back together.
Oh yeah, Arya back at Winterfell.
Like this is another thing that I'm going to love in season 8 is all these people that haven't seen each other since the first season that are all coming together to culminate. But I loved it. Seeing Arya back with Sansa, seeing Sansa back at Winterfell for one.
Seeing Arya
coming back
kill the
into the-
fucking little finger.
jerked.
Just all the characters being brought back together was a real yes for me.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome.
enjoyed it.
I don't know if I would change my answer if I got, because I only got to season 6 rewatching it. But if I had finished season 7, maybe I would have changed my answer. But I always really liked.
It's hard to pick a
Season 4.
season because they're all so fantastic.
Obviously, you just got to pick like one bit that you like out of them.
But
Based
yeah,
on that,
exactly.
really.
More
Season 7 had like the elite squad going north of the wall as well. I quite
Exactly,
enjoyed that.
I mean, we had
Gendry, Thoros.
That was a
That was
whole
so
80-minute episode
Yeah.
of just
The Hounds was with them.
Yeah.
that was some of the best
What's the guy with the fire sword?
reconnections as well.
Thoros of Mir.
Yeah.
And Beric Dondarrion. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. My bad.
Oh.
My bad.
Yeah, so they both set the sword on fire,
They
don't they?
do, yeah.
The fucking
You're
magic.
right.
Fucking magic.
Yeah.
But the thing that bugs me about that episode is that they've already seen that they can set their swords on fire.
And then they're cold.
And then when, not only are they cold, but when Thoros dies, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna need fire to get rid of them. Good luck with that." And he's just like, "Oh, but you've seen this?
Yeah.
Like, do I need to wave it in your face?"
Forgot their fire magic, yeah.
Oh my god! So last night, just before I went to bed, I was watching the Hold the Door scene,
Oh,
man.
and I teared up. I got goosebumps, and that's only the second time I've watched it.
That's
And
probably
that
one of the
was
most
so good.
horrific scenes I've
It's
seen.
so fantastic the way it all comes back round
I
again.
think it's because of Hodor's character, isn't he? He's like this helpless, gentle
Yeah.
giant, and then and then obviously Summer dies moments before that as well. Bran Starwolf.
Yeah, see, I think
Yeah, burnt by
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah,
So that
stabbing
pisses me off
guys.
is because you'd be like, "No, Summer, just come with us. You're going to take out like 3 before
yeah,
you die.
isn't
So
it? Yeah.
just come
There's
with us."
thousands of them. Yeah, you didn't help. Hodor was a wedge, and he helped more. A doorstop would have been equivalent.
You seen the doorstops you can buy? I got written on them.
They're amazing. I just love that people jumped. I wonder how quick after that
Almost
episode
instantly.
aired. It must have.
Someone was like, "I can make so much money out of this."
Yeah. Hold the door.
So the next question is favourite character or characters, and I'll start this one, and then you start the next one.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
My favourite characters are obviously Arya and the Hound. Because
So-
their relationship is so fucking wonderful, and it's the one that I think grows the most from beginning to end, because she takes him off her list, even though she does leave him there. She takes him off the list.
Well, she had the opportunity to kill him, didn't she? But she doesn't.
She had plenty of
Yeah.
opportunities.
Well, no, she says to someone that I can't remember.
I think the end of the
It's when she's sort of holding the rock over his head, and he's like,
Yeah.
"You better make it a good hit."
I love the Hound's attitude when he's like that. He's just sort of like, well, if you're gonna fucking kill me,
It's
you
like,
better
make it
do it
count.
quick. Yeah.
Do you remember where the heart is? do it.
That is cool though, because it's kind of a father-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it grows from hatred to love. And
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
wonderful.
Oh, I think that's Stockholm syndrome, mate.
No, I don't know. No, because again, as you said, she had loads of opportunities to kill him or run away.
Yeah, but that's what Stockholm syndrome is, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
You create a relationship with your captor.
I know what it is.
He was being held. She was being held hostage, but
it wasn't for that long before she had the opportunity to fuck him up.
No, I suppose not. That is the one thing, like the lack of continuity in the distance between places.
Yeah.
So like little fingers are fucking like just time warps. He's like, oh, boff, I'm in King's Landing. Boff,
Yes,
now I'm in
yes and no,
boff,
though.
now I'm
I
in
think that's why they
fucking-
chucked a few babies in there to see them grow up. So you know
Yeah.
when they go from newborn to 6 months old, you're like, oh, that took 6 months to get there.
The thing is, when you've got a 10-episode season, you're not going to waste 2 of those episodes
On
travelling.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
I do get what you mean.
favourite
It's a bit annoying. You're like, but you were just over here.
Like the first season 1, episode 1, it's like, God, it took us 2 weeks to get from King's Landing to Winterfell. And it's like fucking John manages into one ride overnight.
Well, this is it. I mean, John goes from Winterfell down to Dragonstone.
Yeah.
And then he's over in King's Landing.
Yeah.
And then he's north of the wall.
Yeah. He's all over the well-travelled motherfucker. Yeah, he's done alright there.
And my other favourite character, which I just realised last night, is Davos.
Oh, Davos is great. Yeah.
Davos
Knight.
Seaworth.
Yeah, he's a great character. The scene where he works out that Stannis set Shireen on fire.
Oh man, yeah.
That was pretty fucking that was pretty dark.
Well, he's talking to Melisandre, right?
Yeah.
And then Brienne comes along and she's like, yeah, I killed him, I executed Stannis.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Not the best time in Brienne.
I went from.
She's proud of herself though.
I went from rooting for Stannis to hating his guts.
I hated Stannis, and then right before he died, I started loving him. And I was
No,
like,
the
no,
point
don't
is-
die!
As soon as the Shireen thing came into play, I was like,
Yeah.
"You are the worst human being alive." Like,
Oh, I really liked him at the end.
Oh, but he was.
I love Shireen though. She was so
Yeah, she was
nice
great.
and
No, she was
gentle
great.
and lovely and.
Turns out you can cure fucking grayscale as well. So
Yeah.
if she had met Sam, that might be a different story.
Well, she did get cured.
Well, sort of. She was still pretty fucked up. Like she wasn't dead, but all her face was scarred and that.
It was scarred, but it didn't continue.
She wasn't dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was,
it got stopped.
in its
Yeah.
tracks.
Okay. Yeah.
Stopped before she went mad and started going,
Being a stone person or
Stone man.
Yeah.
Stone girl.
Fuck you off to Valyria. Go on, sit in the pond.
Those stone guys didn't really sink though. That annoyed me.
Because they're not actually stone.
I know, but they looks heavy.
They're just scaly, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's heavy scales.
I guess. So.
Maybe they're filled with air.
I think they did sing, didn't they?
No, man, when they're
Because
trying...
isn't there one grabbing Tyrion's leg at the bottom when he's underwater?
Oh, that is true. But when a couple of them jump in, they then jump in the boat. They jump in the water, then jump in the boat.
Okay.
That's my 3 favourite characters. What about yourself?
If we were talking about the books, I would say Bran.
Okay, he's a bit of a bitch in the show.
I love him in the
he's
show,
just not
but
in
he
the
just
show
doesn't
very
get
often.
enough.
He wasn't in an
I wouldn't
entire
say
season,
attention.
was he?
He missed
was in season 5?
Season 4, I think it
4 or
was.
5,
he missed completely. But I think that was because they progressed so far with his storyline that they.
Oh, they-
Yeah,
no,
'cause he got really
they-
far ahead.
He
was
got to
basically-
where they were in the books.
But,
beforehand.
by that point.
Yeah. And then the rest of the show had to catch up. The rest of the characters had to catch up.
Yeah.
But I love him in the books. I love
the Three-Eyed Raven.
the Three-Eyed Raven, all the dreams that he has, the
Weirwood.net.
connection with Summer and just everything.
Oh, does he have a connection with the hounds then?
The almost,
Not the hounds,
almost.
but the giant
I would say
hounds.
the first 10 chapters.
Because you don't see that in the show at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always him inside
Only-
the mind of Summer.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome.
Like after
It's really, really
tasting
You only see
flesh on his tongue
a
and
second.
shit.
You only see a little bit of that when he's talking about he's hungry and he was on the hunt. Remember
Yeah.
that bit?
I don't think there's
I
much
was just about
mention
to
of
eat, or I was
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
his like warging powers and shit like that, and when he's being trained to do it, and they're saying, "Oh, don't spend too much time in the body of the beast because your body needs feeding as well." And
Yeah.
Summer's eating. You feel like you're eating, but you're not actually eating.
Yeah, those lines in the show are just throwaway really quick.
Yeah.
But other than Bran, from the show's perspective, I would say Jamie.
Oh my god, I love Jamie.
Jamie
and
is
he's
a
one I
character-
hated at the beginning.
He's a character
That's why he's such a
you've
good
gone
character.
from
Yeah.
hated.
Yeah.
Like I say, you hate as soon as he pushes Bran out the window.
Yeah,
in that very first
you're like,
episode.
dick.
You're like, you're a motherfucker. Sleeping with your sister.
It's so
What the fuck is going on?
There's that meme on the internet, isn't it? When it's sort of like you start watching Game of Thrones again, your mum comes in the room and sort of says, "Oh, who's your favourite character?" It's like, you see the one that just booted that kid out the window while he was fucking his sister? That one. It's like, what? What the fuck's wrong with you?
See, this is one of the things that puts me. I would love. I know my parents would love Game of Thrones if they ever watched it, but I wouldn't want to be the one to put them on it.
No,
Because
the
the very
first two
first episode,
seasons,
literally the first episode, you've got incest, you've got children getting thrown out of windows, you've got death, you've got like, all this horrible stuff, and I wouldn't want them to watch the first episode and be like, why did you tell us to watch this?
Season 1 was super like tits heavy as well, wasn't it?
Well, I mean,
Like,
because
there was-
that's to bring the crowd.
Yeah, it was
in.
clearly.
Yeah.
It was very much like a soft core.
I think the
for
first
a
first
while.
early episode with Daenerys was
Yeah,
her
she was
stricken
in
down.
the bath, wasn't
stricken
she?
down. It's her own brother who's like
Yeah, who's taking that?
grabbing her nipple.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking creepy.
We'll have a little tweak on there.
Oh, Viserys was a prick, wasn't he? Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's good that he died.
But yeah, Jamie and Bronn.
A
We'll throw
really,
Bronn
really
in
good
there.
death as well. Oh, Bronn! Oh my
Because
god,
Bronn's another one
Bronn's
who
so
is
good.
in the books, but not to the.
I feel like they boosted it up a little bit in the show
I
because
think
of his
they realised
charisma
how
and-
popular he was in the
Yeah.
show, and they
And
were
he
like,
really
"Nah,
worked
we gotta
with
give this
Tyrion.
guy."
The two characters.
Yeah, the
really worked well
Tyrion
together.
Bronn show and the Bronn and Jamie show.
Yeah.
I feel like is great. Well,
Yeah.
better get the fucking castle.
And so that's another reason why I love season 4 so much. That was when I went from hating Jamie to loving him, because when he's walking with Brienne, you see a completely different side.
Yeah,
to
this
him.
is it. That's
Or
when
when
you
she
turn.
got
That's
him
the
out,
turn. That's the turn.
When she was
Yeah.
taking him back to King's Landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, after he'd lost his hand. And that was it, wasn't it? That was when the turn started.
Even
When
before he lost
when
his
got
hand.
cut off.
Oh yeah. Obviously that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, when he kills the dude when he's sitting in his own shit.
His cousin.
Kills his cousin.
Yeah.
It's like,
After he just picked him up. Like,
Yeah,
"Please,
yeah.
I can't believe I'm meeting you. Can I have your autograph?
you can help me get out of here. You just have to die.
Yeah.
Oh,
To be honest, I don't really understand how that helps.
it didn't help at all.
You just be then in a cell with a dead person.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
That's how it happened. But hey,
Oh.
it worked for him.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, great characters to choose there. Jamie and Bronn, fucking awesome. Really, really, really good.
So, yeah,
Your
so
favourite
my
characters?
favourite. So, Tyrion is always a hard favourite.
He's like one of the only good guys in the whole show.
I don't think he's necessarily a good guy.
He's like chaotic good.
Chaos is a ladder.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, I'm glad no one chose Littlefinger.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I like.
Hate him.
I like Tyrion's attitude. I like the way his character arc has changed as well a little bit. Like he became just this fucking. He was from this like party monster, just getting fucked up all the time, just being really pissed off at his dad. The scene where he kills Tywin, like Charles
Wonderful.
Dance, was awesome. And just the whole and sort of as he's sort of become a bit more confident in himself and sort of
His ability
like,
to rule
yeah,
cities.
he's like, I'm actually fucking. Because when Varys tells him, he's like,
Yeah.
you're good at this. You're good
Yeah.
at ruling. And that sort of increases.
I'm not a
confidence.
warrior.
Yeah, yeah,
No shit.
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't say I'm a great
except-
warrior.
yeah.
I've had a fight.
He's done well for
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, he's done it. Okay.
When he beats up that other slave when they've been sold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
a good scene.
And when he's on he's
The
when
nice
he's going to get killed. When he's going to get killed by when Cersei tries to get him killed by Meryn Trant at the Battle of the Blackwater as well. So he's
Takes a sword
Although,
to
I mean,
face.
to be
Yeah.
fair, he doesn't really fight then, he just kind of gets saved by Podrick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mate,
yeah, he's
Pod is
alright.
an unsung hero of the entire show.
Pod is amazing. They didn't take the money.
Oh my god,
What?
I forgot about that when I was rewatching
Pod's,
it. That's so
Pod's
good.
magic dick. Yeah.
Is it massive? Like, no.
Well, they talk about it in the last season, didn't they?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
they
catch
mention
up
it.
and they're like, you guys can talk
When they
about
meet-
Pod's magic dick.
When they
right?
meet in the Dragon
Yeah.
Pit, don't they? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, we're going to go get a beer while all the other ones, talk about it. While the important people talk. Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. So Tyrion's definitely a favourite. Other than that, I mean,
It's awesome that we all have different favourites. That's really
Yeah.
But once he said Tyrion, I was
Yeah.
going, oh man!
Well, you said Bronn. I do really like Bronn's character as well, and the Hound as well. So yeah.
Oh,
When
good old Sandor.
Jamie's like, Does Tyrion always let you talk to him like this? He's like, yeah.
That's so fucking good. So the Hound, Sandor again. I was so happy that he's still alive because that means Clegane Bowl can still happen.
Yeah.
It's still on the cards, boys.
It has to
the
happen.
Mountain versus the Hound.
The Hound has to kill the Mountain.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh,
How could he not? There's got to be some kind of trial by combat.
Oh, it's when they met Eyes again in the last season. They met in the Dragon Pit when he's like, no, you're still in there. You know
who's coming.
You know who's coming for you. I think that might have been a maybe too obvious foreshadowing.
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely not going to be a trial by combat. Like there's no laws now. The White Walkers are coming. They're not going to be like, no, we need to do this.
Cersei still has King's Landing.
Does she though?
Yeah.
I think it would be. It would be.
Season 7 once.
It would happen if they went to attack Cersei, and then it was just the mountain between, like the mountain preventing Cersei from getting away, and the Hound was like, "No, I'll take the big bastard," or something like that. That's.
Yeah.
I think that's the only time I could see that happening.
Oh yeah, it will never be a trial by combat. Though.
No,
that won't happen.
Not in the show, anyway.
No.
I think book still is. Potentially
I thought you meant just like outside of the show in the street.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this, let's do this
It's
right
got
now.
Halfor and what's the name of the actor that plays fucking
I
Sandor?
never remember. Scottish.
Yes, Scottish guy.
Rory?
Rory? Yeah, that sounds right. Maury McCann?
McCain?
Muck something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, apparently we're not very knowledgeable.
Yeah. In that fight, I know who wins.
I know
In fairness,
so.
if we're talking about that
outside this, yeah, maybe, yeah.
the giant strong man.
Yeah. I've seen him get beaten up by McGregor, though.
Not really.
No, he just gets punched by him. But he is like, no, why are you punching me?
No.
McGregor's like throwing him.
I'm pretty sure they said, don't smash his head like a grapefruit, you giant bastard.
Oh my god. You know when one of the...
No one picked Oberyn.
Oh yeah, Oberyn might. Yeah, but he wasn't in there long enough.
No,
Really. He made a good impact, and he's obviously.
He was great for the
And
bit
unfortunately,
he
he did give us the Sand Snakes, which is probably the worst part about the series. Yeah. Bad pussy.
So shit. So shit.
Oh, that was so bad. I'm glad they're all dead.
I did get a half chub on there when she was undressing in the
Fucking hell.
Oh, was that when she was trying to get Bronn on side?
It's when she was trying. I think she was trying to make all the blood rush to his head or something.
Yeah. It's a strong tactic.
Alright, the next question. I'm pretty sure we're all going to pick the same fucking one, but it's best battle. Favourite battle.
Ooh.
It's your turn to go first, Alex.
Oh, well, I've got to think about this one.
Oh, well, fuck it, I'll go first then.
Go on then.
Battle of the fucking Bastards,
Battle
man.
of the Bastards.
It's
Battle of the Bastards was amazing.
It's really well done.
It's one of the most realistic
Yeah.
battles that I've ever watched.
The camera work in it was amazing as well.
Yeah,
Especially when you see Jon
obviously
sort of suffocating under the body.
Yeah,
that
that
bit
was
was
horrible.
incredible. Yeah, that was
really
cool.
well done. Really well done.
The CGI on the horses, like so many horses die in that, and obviously no horses were actually harmed. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
good.
when you see the
It's so
collision,
realistic.
when
Yeah,
Jon's
yeah,
waiting, standing there
Oh,
waiting.
that bit's
Both
incredible.
come through either side.
Unsheathes long claw and just sit there and like, what's the plan here then, Jon? He's like, I'm going to get that horse. Like, alright. Knights of the Vale to the fucking rescue.
Oh no, which was a lame but fucking fine little thing.
I know,
It
I
kind
thought
of
that was
bums
cool.
me that Sansa's just there like...
Yeah,
It's like, you might have nearly died, Jon, but I did kind of save your life.
Well, I think that's great though. That's sort of Jon trying to win it via brawn, and Sansa winning it by sort of brains and political.
I agree.
It sort of showed that
Yeah,
they're
but
both
I think she could have mentioned like, oh, by the way, I've been in contact with the Knights of the Vale. They might be turning up for the party. We
That's really fine. They've got a lot of places to go. Like, who the fuck knows?
Just sit in the earrings and fuck all.
Yeah,
Like,
swinging her legs out the moon door.
What do the Knights of Vale even do? Fucking nothing.
Yeah, well, they came up and
Just turned up for post
saved
drinks,
Winterfell.
Oh, we're late. It's just have fun now.
When they get
Let's
into
just blow our
Winterfell,
horns
and
and
that
sound
as
really cool.
when they get into Winterfell after that, and they after
What's
that
the name
point
of
they get into.
the giant?
Oh fuck! Woe 1?
1-1.
1-1. That's it. Yeah.
Which giant's that? I only know.
He's the one that
He's the one that was at
breaks
the
down
wall.
the door and
Yeah.
gets shot in the eye by Ramsay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's quite a lot.
I remember the giant that gets killed at to fight the
Battle
fight
of the Wall.
Yeah.
That
what's
was
his name? Something the.
He was the king.
Yeah, he was the lead.
I'm trying to think of the cheers.
Yeah, exactly. When he's talking with when
John
John's talking with the leader, the king beyond the north. What's his name?
He's talking to Mance.
Mance
Raider. Yeah. The king beyond the wall.
But he was like, "Oh, that was something. Meg the Mighty or something.
Mighty. Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, that was the last, like the king of the giants or whatever." And he was like, "Well, he was Gren. He was a blacksmith or something."
Yeah. He was a fucking stable.
Mag and Gren, Greg and Mag.
Yeah, that was nice. I really liked Mance.
Mance was cool.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's another book thing though that we'll.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was.
Mance is sort of a lie-ish.
Yeah.
So John didn't stick an arrow through his heart.
Essentially, they kind of transformed him into something.
Yeah,
else.
you know the necklace. You know the necklace that
Melisandre
changes the way she looks.
Yeah.
They had that, and what do they call it? I can't remember the.
I know what you mean. It's not coming to me though.
It's like an enchantment or some shit. They put this enchantment on them to make somebody look like somebody else. So like Melisandre looks like so it looks hot, and then she takes it off, and she's that shriveled old lady.
Yeah, I think how she looks when she's got it on. That's probably how she used to look. But they say that she's between 100 and 400 years old. But George Martin said he didn't want anyone to know because I think he wants people to think that she might be ancient.
Well, I think the thing is that
that's why they never put a specific age.
The only religion in the books that's shown any actual power is the Red God and Rolor and all that shit. So all the other ones seem to be maybe fictional, but all the guys that praise
and the
Red
faceless.
I would say the old gods.
Faceless man.
No, what like the fucking
faceless god?
The faceless god. Who's on? So what the?
The
man who
the brass.
Oh, okay. The faceless men.
Faceless men. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they follow the one god.
The one. Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got some power.
Well,
I mean,
putting on other people's faces.
That's a fucking. I can do it.
Well, yeah, but if you're a roller, you can do that with a fucking necklace instead of actually having to wear someone's face.
Yeah, you can go down to Substance and get a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you believe it wasn't me.
Passing me a sign
Mark.
Or just the bag.
But there's been a couple of instances where Arya's looked like a giant man and then taken it off and looked like a little girl. So
that kind of bugs me a little bit.
It bugged me too.
Well, when she was Walder Frey though,
that was probably one of the best scenes.
I did enjoy that. But I was waiting for them to do the nod towards Frey pie. I was really happy they did that. Like again, there's another big book thing like where
it was quite fucking big in the show, but again, I haven't got to that big.
Walder Frey wasn't that big.
I think that was the intro to the start of season 7.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because when it started, I was like, what? I thought fucking Walder Frey got killed. And when he was like,
I suppose you're wondering why I brought you all here today.
Not wasting good wine on a girl.
That's quite a good Walder Frey impression.
Well,
I like that.
It's alright, mate. I'm working on it.
In your bedroom, the mirror,
sitting there in the mirror. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Battle of Bastards.
Battle of Bastards is my favourite battle.
Yeah. I forgot what I was thinking about. So
it's my favourite battle because it was just a really well acted, really well shot, really well post production. Everything worked quite well in it, and also. Ramsay firing the arrow at the guy that doesn't fucking zigzag because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, Rickon.
Yeah.
Stick on.
I think they literally did.
Fucking rubbish.
Well, you didn't know men shit themselves when they die. Didn't know about the smell.
Rickon zigzagging.
And it was awesome to see Ramsay face off with
just hide
John.
behind one of the fucking...
Yeah.
X's.
Well, the X's
Come get me,
there.
Ramsay.
The X's are there. They were rangefinders. That's how Ramsay managed to get him.
Oh, okay.
He knew where.
Wait, what about to get him? He was stood behind one.
It's also like one of the best hunters in the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah. Well, I feel like everyone that killed a boar or some shit once called themselves one of the best.
I would have said Robert if anyone was the best hunter, although he did die to a boar.
Because he was shit faced. In fairness.
Yeah, and then later on they say that Cersei admits to killing Robert. I'm not sure exactly how that happened.
Well, no, I think she admits to
spikes the wine or something.
Yeah, spiking the wine,
Right.
or just getting Lancel just to
take it. Have another swig. Go on, Rob.
Yeah. When he looked like a fucking pussy.
Oh, Lance.
That's Lance.
Yeah,
Arnold's
yeah,
alright, Robert. Robert's always been good.
Yeah.
Get the breastplate stretcher.
Too fat for my armour.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
I love it, and they always end on a hug, though. Him and Ned always insult each other and end on a hug.
Robert was a great choice to play. Whatever his real name is. Was
Yeah,
a great
I don't-
choice
yeah.
to play,
But he was really good.
The
Robert,
only improvement would have been if they had Brian Blessed do it.
Oh.
That would have been incredible.
Why are you doing this?
He would have worn the exact same outfit as he wore in Flash Gordon. When he played a fucking angel or some shit.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, that was it, yeah. That'd be incredible.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
your
Robert
favourite
was
battle one of you? One of you.
Alex, you still considering it? Or
Well,
If you've got one, go
I
for
can
it.
give you my second favourite.
Because
if you
I've
want.
got one, but
So it's a bit weird, but it's the loot train. So it's the equipment. So when it's again the most recent series where Jamie and they got set on fire by Drogon.
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
talking about the Fields of Fire.
that was
Well,
intense.
kind of the Field of Fire or the
Point-
equivalent.
point two.
.2.
When
Yeah,
Bronn-
version 2.
1.1,
When
0.5.
Bronn saves Jamie and stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
that
and
was
knocks him
fucking
into like all of a
intense.
sudden that part of the river got really fucking deep.
Yeah. it was like a marsh,
Yeah.
and then it just sank for miles.
But I like that because it was like, here's what the dragons can do. Like it was good to show. I liked it that it showed that Daenerys.
because they were
firstly-
fully grown then.
Yeah, exactly. So
Dragons never stop growing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. They
unless
were
you,
more
put them
fully
in,
grown.
unless you put them somewhere restricted, like the dragon pit.
Yeah,
That's why.
but
they're
you know when I don't know which name of which dragon it is, but when they're being it's like it's,
So you got Drogon.
now, you know when the
and
dragon
Rhaegar.
when the dragon comes down and everyone's cornered in the Colosseum, Daenerys
It's Drogon.
and like he gets
I'm
hit. He gets hit with a few spears, and he's like,
I'm pretty
bitches
sure
out.
she only takes Drogon to the Fields of Fire. That's the
Yeah,
only
she
dragon
does. Yeah,
has.
she
There's
doesn't
only one
take
dragon.
them. Yeah. So basically, if Daenerys is on it, it's Drogon. She doesn't ride the other two.
Because I think
right.
Jamie even
you know the
makes
first
a point
time
of
she
saying-
rides the dragon,
Yeah.
and he gets hit with a few harpoons, spears
Yeah.
beforehand, and he's just like he's a bit of a bitch about it. That's because
this
he's
is
quite
in
small.
the
It was
fighting
smaller
pits.
there,
Yeah, in the fighting
Fighting
pits,
pit's
yeah.
a marine, wasn't it? Yeah.
But then when you see it in the pit, what's it called? The pit. What did you just say?
Well,
that fire was called?
it's
Field of Fire.
the
Field of Fire.
loot train scene. I think. Are they referring to the Field of Fire? Or is
That's what I've heard.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, the Field of Fire.
He's a
Well,
lot.
makes
The
sense,
dragon's
yeah.
a lot fucking bigger in that anyway, so you get to see it like be a bit of a more of a badass.
Yeah.
And the spears aren't really doing shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the fucking like bow and arrows and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's not really happening. They're more worried about those hitting Daenerys than the dragon.
So the reason I say Fields of Fire point 2 is because if you're talking about Targaryen lineage,
Then the OG
When-
feels as
when
far Harrenhal,
when
wasn't it?
Aegon, it wasn't Harrenhal, that was later on. But
Which
when
one?
Aegon first decided to take over the Seven Kingdoms, he was met with a lot of shit basically, and that was the initial battle that he had, and that was
when
their
Balerion
first, that was their
rocked up.
first sight of dragons in Westeros, and
Yeah.
it was like holy.
Yeah, and this was.
But
yeah.
it happened in the exact same place that this fight happened.
Oh, okay.
And it's called the Fields of Fire because he literally lit
Yeah.
everything alive.
Yeah.
But Balerion is bigger than Drogon. Like Balerion was
Like
fucking
massive.
Balerian's head was like the size of a double-decker bus.
Yeah, that was it,
Balerion
yeah.
was fucking
You are
enormous.
talking huge.
It wasn't. Yeah. I'd
we
say
do see his skull though, don't we?
you do, but it's that smaller than it is in camp. Like in
Right.
like really.
So yeah, a scary fact like this is books and stuff. But in Fire and Blood, which I just read, there's a Targaryen girl that kind of just she wants away from her parents and stuff, so she runs into the dragon.
She's probably gonna get
pit or
fucked by
whatever.
them at some point.
Probably, yeah. But she jumps on Balerion and disappears for ages, and the
Maybe
assumption
she's like,
is-
oh, I'm not into incest. You're out of the family.
That is kind of the Targaryen vibe. Yeah. Sorry, mate, carry on.
No. The assumption is that she's gone back to Valyria. That she had no control over Balerion. He's a big fuck off dragon. I'll do whatever the fuck I like.
Yeah.
So he basically took her to Valyria. But when she returned, she had Balerion was injured, like badly injured. He had like cuts going up his sides. And you're talking about the biggest dragon that we've ever heard of.
Balerion was.
So
fucking
you're
giant,
thinking like, what could have done that to him?
Yeah.
And she came back. She ended up dying. Her whole body burst into flames when she got home. Like he kind of burned her from the inside out.
Jesus
which
fuck.
is so it's another thing that makes you think like, what the fuck is going on in
Yeah,
Valyria?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Valyria again. It's not really mentioned in the show, is it? It's that
A
entire.
little, but very
Yeah.
very
That
not much.
entire
I mean,
side
they
of
even
things.
they even like quite Tywin brushes over the fact that Valerian still can only be. He says it can
It
only
can be remade,
reforged,
but it can't be made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
yeah, but he says there's only.
dragon glass and all
But
that
he
shit.
says there's only three blacksmiths in the whole of the Seven Kingdoms. But
Yeah,
no,
go
no,
to
no,
Essos
we're not talking
and
about
shit.
seven kingdoms here. We're talking about the whole
Yeah.
world.
Seven Kingdoms is Westeros.
Because he
only.
actually gets people from
Yeah.
Bravos
Essos and
or
Bravos,
Essos,
yeah.
But in the books, isn't it? There's already a guy. It's just Gendry's blacksmith.
I don't think he can do Valyrian steel.
can,
I don't
but,
remember
yeah.
anything saying about that.
Can he?
I
Well, I read it. That doesn't mean it's true.
Well, I mean,
remember books.
Gendry in the book is two different people, so it's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Because he's also-
that confusing.
Yeah.
There's Gendry and then there's Edric Storm, and in the series they've merged the two together
yeah.
to make Gendry.
Okay.
So it does get confusing.
He also wasn't rowing a boat for 7 series
Yeah,
either.
that
Yeah.
It's like, can you swim? Don't fall in.
Mate,
See you in series 6. Fuck off.
Well, the only reason I brought that up was just to show that although we're talking about Balerion being the biggest, baddest motherfucker out
Yeah,
there,
still got
obviously
there's
something
still
like
something else out there that's
Yeah.
worse than Balerion. Like whether it's a bigger dragon or what, you don't know. But
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that is talking about a few hundred years before the show.
Must be
happened.
thousands.
Well, no, we're not talking
No, it's a
about
couple of hundred.
I said there's been no dragons in Westeros for 1,000 years. That's what they said.
hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought
there's
they
not thousands.
thousands.
There's a few hundred, I'm sure.
The dragons died out in Jaehaerys' time, which is he's about
Two generations.
He's about 5 generations under Aegon.
Oh, okay.
No, about 3 generations under Aegon, should I say? Sorry. And there's probably another 5 or 6 generations before you get to the Mad King.
So what, you're looking at 300 years maybe?
So
Yeah, 400,
probably about
300.
300 sounds
Well, it
about
depends
right.
because some of these guys live forever.
Yeah.
Age is weird in the show.
Yeah, well, not for Targaryens and stuff like that. I
Well,
think they all had a fairly
Well,
human lifespan.
didn't they said
Except for the ones that got fucking killed, obviously.
they said what's his face?
So many Targaryens die. And
Yeah.
not of getting
Didn't they say
killed.
Walter Frey's over 100 years old?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I think he's
he's
like the oldest person in Westeros as far as people are aware.
Oh, okay,
If
okay.
you don't take into account people that are magic.
Yeah.
Other than...
I was going to say the Maester at the
Yeah.
wall, on the wall.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Aemon-
fucking
Aemon's
Aegon.
son. No, Aemon.
Aemon. Yes.
Aemon,
Yeah, Aemon.
Yeah.
Aemon
Aegon is
Targaryen.
his brother.
Oh, that's it. Fuck it. There we go. Alright, that's what I'm getting fucking confused. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, but he's dead now, so...
He's dead now, but
he died just before Walder, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
So his
yeah.
Walder was alive until he died.
He died. He died.
Yeah.
He died about a season and a half before Walder.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, again, sort of...
I think he died.
terms, but-
But wasn't he something like 200 years old?
he was nowhere near that old.
Maybe 120.
But he was definitely over 100.
Yeah.
100%.
So they live longer than us.
Blind as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I really liked him, man. He was
Yeah.
good.
He was a lovely character. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
You don't get many nice guys in the show, so
Well,
we have to like cling on to them when we
Well,
can.
you know what? None of us
Wait.
said Sam, did we? We were about favourite characters.
Sam is
Sam's
by
been
far
amazing.
nowhere near my favourite
Alright, I
character.
thought he's a great character.
He's a cool character, but
I loved it
he's
when
not
he
my favourite.
when he stole. Was it called Hearts?
Heartsbane. Yeah, his family sword.
Ah.
Well, that's
And,
the only cool thing he's done.
He fucked.
Gilly.
He stabbed a White Walker in the back.
He
Yeah,
did.
and
Took
then
to
he got
one-
murked. And he got murked by a couple of.
He
Crows.
cleaned the shit out of those bowls. Quite literally. That scene was fucking horrible. I do not like the fucking...
I say what the worst scene is. I think it might lead on from that, but it's the guy that eats the pie.
Oh, yeah.
It goes straight from him cleaning shit
Yeah.
to this. Oh no! It's not. It's Sam descaling
Jorah.
Oh my god.
And then you see that, and it gets really close up.
And
And
the guy-
then it goes. It skips the scene into a guy eating a pie.
The hot pie's made and Arya meets hot pie
Yeah.
in that scene.
But
doesn't
the
it?
pie
Yeah.
from the get go looks exactly like the grayscale, and then he just shoves it right in his mouth. You're like, oh!
Delicious grayscale.
That was a well thought
Get
out
in
but
me.
fucking awful transition. I was like,
Yeah, I haven't got back to that bit again. So I've only watched season 7 once when it came out, and I'm not gonna get a chance to watch it before I watch the new season. But I think I'll probably
do one of those
YouTube 15-minute
No,
recaps.
once I watch the first episode of season 8, I'm gonna finish season 6 and 7 in the week between the two.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so you're second.
It'll be fine.
As long as once you finish season 7, you watch that episode 8.
I will. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do you mind if I run to the toilet?
No, please.
Where am I
please
going?
go. Although you
First one,
you haven't had your battle yet.
We talk about when you get back. Don't talk about it now.
Yeah, it's the next door along to your right.
So yeah, I completely forgot what was going on. But yeah, favourite battle that I think that loot train. I mean, there's so many fucking excellent battles. I mean, I loved the Battle of Blackwater where Tyrion was sort of commanding the armies against Stannis when they were coming in. I thought that was fucking excellent. The wildfire.
Plus, Battle of Blackwater, because obviously, fuck the king. Fuck the king's guard.
Yeah.
Fuck the city. No,
yeah. The hound.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
Was it fuck the king's guard, fuck the city, and fuck the king?
That was it. Yeah, that was amazing.
See ya.
Yeah. Yeah, you just sort of.
I said, don't get any fucking flaming arrows near me.
That was it. There's one condition: no fucking fire. Yeah. And what was it? So, the first one to turn around, I'll rape his fucking corpse. I'm like, yes.
The first one.
We're talking about the hound now.
Yeah. We're talking about the Battle of Blackwater.
First one to die without killing an enemy first.
With a clean sword. First one to die.
die
If you die with a clean sword, I'll fuck your corpse. That was it. Something like that.
I'll break your fucking corpse.
I'll break your fucking corpse. Yeah, that was it.
Favourite battle, my friends?
Seeing as you guys have taken all the good ones, I suppose I have to go season 7. The battle, well, obviously Beyond the Wall, yeah, when they're all kind of caught on the little island, or whatever you want to call it.
Because it was a frozen lake around.
It's not the fist.
Thing that
it's
I
not
don't
the
get.
fist of the first one.
No,
similar area.
Thing that I don't get is why did you just not go with Gendry?
Yeah, innit? Yeah.
Instead of running away from them, you kind of ran directly towards them.
Yeah.
But when they use it, it's so they can find out that when you kill a White Walker, all the whites in its control die.
I think they'd already found that out just before.
Fuck.
I feel like they did.
Sorry, what was this?
John kills one of them when they.
He does, and they all drop down.
Yeah, he kills
and this
one
is
of
the
them
first point in ever that you've ever seen that, and you're like, oh, okay, that's come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it makes
useful
sense.
though.
It's a very vampire sort of thing, isn't it? Like, to kill the sire than all of the other ones. The one that
I don't think I know enough about vampires, mate.
Oh, I think it was like a weird sort of vampire thing.
I think that was kind of that's a lucky coincidence.
Yeah.
Especially as it was there was only one that wasn't raised back to life by this particular.
That was there at the time.
So luckily, we only need one, and there he is.
Yeah.
I'll say my second favourite fight, which is
doesn't leak all over me.
you shouldn't have filled it up so much, mate.
I only put a little bit in.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, just in case.
When Jon goes to save the wildlings to bring them back through the wall, and their whole camp gets attacked by White Walkers.
When he's what?
First time you see the...
Oh, he's talking about...
the Craster's house?
No. Oh, what the fuck is it called, the place? Oh, that's going to bug me now.
It's when
Hardhome?
When Tormund... Yeah,
Hardhome.
When Tormund...
That was fucking
When Tormund and Jon go up to save the wildlings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bit. Yeah.
Everything you just did means nothing. In fact, I've got even more fighters.
And you remember the chick that was there? And she gets murked by the kids. She turns around and there's all the kids just standing there.
I didn't like her, to be honest.
Well, she was only in for about 5 minutes, but
no,
when
they were having the debate about whether they should go with Jon or not, she was one of these kind of like, I'm going to cause a scene because I'm a woman.
What? That's what happens when you start drinking. You start hating women.
Yeah, apologies to all the women that may possibly watch this.
There's literally only 2 people that watch this and they're both women. So.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Oh, bad luck. Thanks, Alex.
Thanks,
the same viewership. But she was being a dick about the entire thing.
I didn't mind it, but I just loved it when the giant just stood up and went, "Snow," and walked off. It's like, well, I guess he's made his decision.
Man of few words. Hardhome was a fucking excellent scene.
Yeah, I loved it. It was very World War Z. Them just climbing, clambering, just fucking running through the gates.
The show's got everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's my second favourite battle anyway.
I didn't know. What about the Battle of the Wall? No one liked the Battle of the Wall?
I was racking my brains while I was in the tour, and I was like, well, they said the two that I wanted to say.
That Battle of the Wall was fucking amazing. Like when they've got the wild.
I can't remember it because I've only seen it once.
See, the thing that bugs me about that as well. Sorry to keep bringing up things.
Oh wait, do you mean the Wildlings versus the Night's Watch?
Yes, yeah.
In season 3, 4?
No, it's like 5 maybe.
Yeah,
Isn't
it was
it?
quite late.
5?
So
Oh, fuck. So I just watched them all in a row, so I'm confused.
Yeah, like when they've got the giant fucking swinging anchor off the side.
Yeah. No, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
The fucking the shot with the giant with the bow and arrow that goes chunk and it goes through that motherfucker and just sends it like that.
All the
It's
way
quite
down
funny
to the
actually,
bottom of the
you
other
see
side of the wall.
you see the wildlings trying to shoot up there. And
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes on.
She was like a harpoon through this poor bastard. As poor old Dolores said, trying to hold the wall. The wall's your head. Oh shit.
The thing is, it's like it's not hard though. All you got to do is stand up there and go knock, draw, loose.
Yeah.
that is all. If you're in command, that's all you got to know. I don't even worry about anything else.
Which would be the case if they're only being attacked on one side. But they weren't. And then there's that single
Drop
shot
the oil.
scene.
They never even dropped any oil, but whatever.
I think
They did,
Yeah, they definitely dropped some oil.
They set the mammoths on fire, and the mammoths ran off, and that was when one of the giants got shot in the back,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and then naked them.
And then he just goes, "Fuck it!"
Why did you do that from the start, you wanker?
Yes,
Mammoths for.
Well, that was a good scene. I like that one.
They got mammoths, they got giants riding mammoths.
That's a good impression. I like that. Giants riding mammoths.
Yeah, because that was the battle in which Ygritte died.
Yeah.
Killed by fucking Ollie.
Oh, fucking little shit.
Cunts.
Oh, hate that little one. His family were killed by wild.
Yeah.
So we'll skim over that bit,
It's
obviously.
just when John hangs him. Like.
It's such a
Everyone
little
fucking
shit.
dies. This is Westeros. Get used to it. These shows are
Don't be a whiny little bitch about it. Going on a revenge spree, killing Ygritte, you bastard.
Try and go and tell that to the Starks, man. They got no
Yeah,
family.
exactly.
They're all gone.
Well,
Yeah,
they're not-
they're still like the most powerful ones there.
Starks? Well, not really.
I don't think
Well, they got a lot of backing now. Again, they'll always have the North.
Only because the North is stupid. Like, yeah, Starway!
I love the Mormont chick,
Lyanna
young girl.
Mormont.
Yeah,
She's
she's
a
awesome.
bad man. Yeah.
So one of the best followers of the Starway, he died a while ago, but was the Great John.
Oh, the Great John was amazing. Yes.
Especially
Fucking
only-
giant fucking drunk bastard.
I suspect he only means to cut my meat or something like that. Cut his meat.
It was fucking. Those of those like really far northern houses are all men. Like all the Karstarks
yeah.
and
Mandalese.
the Mandalese. Oh yeah, fuck. We don't see.
You see the Mandalese in season 7. It's the old fella with a big old bushy beard.
big bushy beard.
So I just got back to the Blackfish again. I'm at that bit at the moment. I can't remember what happens to him. What happens to the Blackfish?
You don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, okay.
Because he's Jamie's down there with him. Isn't
Yeah.
He? In River. Definitely forgotten.
As far as I'm concerned, he's dead.
Yeah, but he was such a fucking boss.
He was.
Yeah.
But again, you didn't see enough of him. He
River Run,
He
that's
kind of
what I'm
appeared
talking
at the
River.
last season.
Yeah, it is River Run, isn't it? The castle.
I think it's River
That's
Run.
the Tully.
Because that's
That's
where
the Tully Castle.
that's
isn't it?
where the Blackfish was born. So it's like, this is my fucking home.
Well, it's the seat
far
of
as
House Tully.
As
Yeah.
far as I'm alive, as long as I'm alive, the war is
Well,
over.
this is where I get a bit confused because what's the Eyrie then? Who's
The Eyrie is fuck.
Are we talking about John?
So, like John Arryn?
John Arryn. Is that
Yeah.
is that the seat of the Arryns that's now been taken over by
Yeah,
the
by
Tullys?
by Littlefinger.
But it's only.
Well, I mean, it's Littlefinger now. But
So it was
would have gone
Arryn's-
into Catelyn's sister, whatever.
Yeah,
her name
it was
is.
House Arryn. So John Arryn, who was the Hand of the King, who started off this whole fucking mess.
Yeah.
Well, Littlefinger started.
Yeah, weird.
Man.
By getting him killed. Yeah.
Bastard.
So yeah, John. So I think it was the ancestral seat of the Arryns. So the Vale is where the Arryns bit.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what I was
then it
thinking of.
became Tully because Liza
Liza
married
Tully.
Yeah.
Arryn.
John,
John
and then
Arryn.
John died, so it was hers.
Well, she
Her-
kills John.
And her snivelling little fucking. What's the little shit bag
Robin.
called? Robin, that's it. Sweet Robin. Little shit. Is he dead? He is dead, isn't he? No, he's not. He's being fucking squired, isn't he?
Trained.
Yeah, he's getting trained.
Trained?
Yeah. I mean, that's the last
thing I saw
He's
him in.
under a shield getting his fucking getting hammered on by some like 14-year-old kid. He's going, you got Bronze Yon, who's like, fucking, no, lift your shield, no,
basically like his little thing is like, I expect a lot of improvement the next time I'm here. It's like, well, you're asking quite a lot, mate.
Whiny little bastard.
Yeah, I can't remember who all the Lords of the Vale are.
Make him fly. Fuck off, you little goat.
You don't really meet the Lords of the Vale.
Well, you meet the one with the chops.
Bronze Yon.
Yeah.
He's the only one. You see the woman when they're having like that kind of thing with
A little weird little
like,
council thing, yeah.
Like the disciplinary hearing for.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think the veil
which goes really well.
I think the veil was just like the little sort of we'll just mind our own business.
Well,
Yeah,
they
it's
got
a bit
nothing
like
to worry about because
Yeah.
they're up on a fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like a trench that goes all the way down,
So-
guarded by a boat.
Oh, there's all these wars going on around us.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
not
be
interested.
alright,
Like, fuck it.
Yeah, they're pretty lucky up at the Eyrie,
yeah.
to be honest.
They're just
That's
like-
pretty much
Not now that there's
impressive.
dragons about.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true,
you
yeah.
would be, absolutely, especially with this whole fucking white.
Try and get us up here. Oh,
But there's no, I guess Robin's the owner
He's
of
the
the Eyrie
Lord,
now.
the Lord
Yeah.
Protector of the Veil. Yeah.
Yeah, especially now Littlefinger's Clink.
Yeah. Good. That I did
there's
like
so
that.
many things
How do you
that he's
bleed?
still alive. It's
Lord
like, he's
Baelish.
definitely dead.
That was my favourite thing that ever happened. I was just
Wait,
waiting for it for so
Did she
long.
say my name?
Yeah. He's like, if we could talk for a moment, Sansa. So fuck
I
off.
saw the best meme about that actually. Is when he runs and he's like, I need escort to the Vale or whatever.
Oh, that was it.
And
Yeah.
it's like, can I fast travel while enemies are around me?
Oh, that was so funny. Because it's Bronze Yon that he goes to, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
the
He's
Lord-
just like, you serious?
He's
Like,
like,
you come to me?
not to, yeah. Probably fucking not, mate. Not just after we've been told you killed Liza and booted her out the fucking door.
Especially as like he's threatening him with death when he's coming
For
to
so
see
long,
Robin.
all the time.
He's like,
Yeah.
by the way, you do realise who's the Lord of the fucking...
Yeah.
So should we throw him out the moon door? It's like, no, I don't think so. Not right now.
So we'll keep him about for a bit.
I want to know what's going to happen with Arya with this fucking Valyrian steel dagger, because this is heavy foreshadowing. Surely.
There is massive importance, I think, on that.
the
on
cat's
the
paw
cat's
dagger.
paw.
Yeah.
Because not only is it Valyrian steel, but it's also got dragon glass in the handle. It's
Yeah.
also got dragon bone in the handle.
There's definitely. She's going to fucking play it like the Green Ranger's flute, and the fucking the ice dragon will come down.
Yeah.
It's been around since season 1. It's been there since season 1. So
Yeah.
we've had it this
is
entire
this
time.
this
This is the dagger that got given to the assassin.
It was going to kill Bran. Yeah. But
So
now
we've known
Arya
about it
has.
for a long time. It's got to have some relevance, some
Yeah.
importance.
And no one knows where its origin. Usually Valyrian steel weapons have a massive origin. They're
Well,
a family.
Peter
they're a
probably
family
knew.
weapon.
Yes and no.
Can't really ask.
Yes and
Yeah.
Ain't got no voice box.
There are hundreds of Valyrian steel weapons around.
Yeah.
Just in
yeah.
Westeros. We're talking
It's
about. Just in
it's
Westeros.
funny
they're
because
saying there's
when I
more
was
than
looking
200.
when I was looking up all the weapons for this, when you said you wanted to talk about weapons and
They all got melted in to make ice.
well when I when I was looking up the weapons because always in the show they're like Valyrian steel is so rare. It's like all the weapons are made of Valyrian steel. So few of them are actually not.
Yeah, but I mean, if you consider the amount of swords there are out there.
Oh yeah, of
Versus-
course I know, but the ones that have names, the ones that talked about in the show.
I'm going to put it out there and say that we're going to see how Valyrian steel is made in this next series.
Ooh, okay. That'd be interesting.
There's a really interesting clip in the trailer which shows.
Oh, don't know trailer. Fuck it.
You haven't
I
seen
don't want
the trailer?
spoilers.
You
Don't want
watched the trailer?
spoilers.
There's not really spoilers in the trailer.
It's spoilers
turns
to
out
me.
all the characters are in it, mate.
Well, I mean, I'm speculating off of a split second scene.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Oh, you speculate. Just don't tell me the trailer.
Oh, it's just
I like speculation.
it's just Drogon firing some flame. Essentially, in the trailer.
Just
Turns
tell you
out
not
dragons
to-
breathe fire.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So big spoiler alert.
yeah.
But
Everyone who's been breathing fire.
I've
since the
got a
start, still do
sneaky
it.
little suspicion that Dragonfire has got something to do with the
Yeah.
making of Valyrian steel.
Well, they-
Which means that the
the
Iron
Meisters-
Throne probably fucking has something, because that was the idea of the Iron Throne. It was
The-
made in
yeah.
the breath of
The
Valyrian.
Meisters believe that the
Meisters.
Meisters. I know Maestro and Meister. It's all confusing to me. The Meisters believe that Valyrian steel is made from the fires of the earth because they hate. A lot of them don't believe in magic, and they don't believe in dragons and shit.
Yeah.
But Yeah, most
Turns
people
out
say it's
dragons are a thing.
Most
Yeah.
people say it's forged by Dragonfire.
Yeah.
I
Which
would
is
say
weird
so.
because you have to have a Valyrian steel link if you're.
So there are three
Valyrian
maesters.
No, that the Valyrian Steel Link shows that you've studied the higher mysteries.
It's magic.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you know anything about Valyria. It's
So they'd
the
have,
higher
they'd have to get
mysteries.
Valyrian steel.
But there are three maesters that know how to forge. Oh,
Three blacksmiths.
reforge.
Blacksmiths, yeah.
Yeah, three blacksmiths. No, three blacksmiths in the Citadel that know how to forge the rings for their magic rings.
Oh, okay. So for the rings.
To reforge the Valerian
So
steel.
for those who haven't got a fucking clue what we're talking about.
Sorry, yeah, we've been not even paying attention to
The
that.
maesters, like the doctors and the scientists and the philosophers and the teachers in Game of Thrones, they wear the big heavy, the chain links like necklace, and each link represents a section
different
of
skill,
learning.
essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And they have a Valerian, but only very few of them have a Valerian steel link.
But
ring.
mostly, it's not because that people. It's hard to get.
No, it's not hard
It's
to
because
do.
people are just aren't interested in studying that kind
The
of
maesters
thing.
hate.
They're very
They
mainstream.
don't like magic.
They're very
they don't.
mainstream,
But
yeah. Very much
some
so.
of them,
like
some
how
of
do I
them-
keep you alive? And
Yeah.
Some of them don't believe it exists anymore, and the others don't believe it ever existed at all.
what, Valyrian steel?
No magic,
Oh, magic. Oh, right, yeah.
because that's what that link is for.
Well, I think
Studying
the
magic.
idea of the series since it's first started.
What did you call it? Higher
Mysteries is what I say.
Mysteries.
I think because there wasn't any magic in the very first season, or there was very little.
Sure.
I think-
little
I think-
nods
Except
towards
for
road.
the
at the
very
very
first scene
end-
with a White Walker.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll put that to one side.
Yeah.
When I rewatched it, I was like, "Oh, I did not know this was introduced immediately."
Well, this is it. I mean, they've been foreshadowing it from the very very beginning. But like
that's
I say,
a lot
I
of
think-
what I've seen rewatching the show. How much foreshadowing there actually is.
But what they talk about a lot is how that magic is starting to get reintroduced into the world again.
Yeah.
Well, because of the reintroduction of dragons,
With
right?
the introduction of dragons, and
also
I
the
think they make
introduction
a
of
point of
the
saying that.
Whoever Melisandre believes is the
R'hllor,
actual
the red god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's him! No, it's him! No,
Yeah,
now it's him!
Yeah, right, fucking R'hllor.
And,
All I can see is snow. What is this?
and there's another one.
Prince that was promised.
Someone that can wield a specific weapon.
Lightbringer.
Lightbringer, yeah.
The prince that was promised.
But that's
Lightbringer
still talking about as
doesn't
a-
have to be a weapon. It could be a person.
It could be a person.
It could be a dragon. We don't actually know. Stupid prophecies and then their vagueness.
Well, because
Speaking
everyone's
of
going,
prophecies.
John is the prince
Yeah.
who's promised his
That'd
guy.
be too
Now
obvious.
it's going to be his children. Now it's going to be his
I
person.
think, yeah, well now him and Daenerys is fucked, maybe. Like,
Yeah. Well, there's almost certainly going to be a child, isn't there?
yeah.
I'm gonna.
I mean, all the foreshadowing was like-
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
Greyjoy.
Fucking pirate.
Oh, he's a bit of a badass.
Too
isn't
into
he?
this now.
Yeah, I think the whole prince that was promised thing. I think it would be too obvious if it was John. Surely, that would be too Disney. Like, oh, the main guy. Oh, is he the prince? Oh, is he? Oh, fucking really? I never saw that coming. Oh, I think it's going to be something fucking completely out of left field.
It is, yeah, like you say, it's going to come out of nowhere and everyone's going to be shocked by it.
Yeah.
But,
So, on the subject of prophecies, then the Valancourt prophecy or Valancourt, however the fuck you pronounce it.
you'll have to
So
remind me.
Cersei was told by that
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
sketchy
yeah,
chick
yeah,
that she
yeah,
was going to
yeah.
be killed by the Valancourt, which means little brother, right?
She said little brother. Well, yeah, Valancourt
Yeah,
means
so
little brother,
Valancourt
yeah.
means little brother. So she was born just after Jamie.
She was
before
born
Jamie.
Jamie.
So Jamie is
So we've got two options here.
yeah,
So we've got Tyrion and.
or
Jamie.
Jamie. And I feel like
But I think they foreshadowed it so much, saying that they're gonna when they die they'll die together. They'll die in each other's arms and all that kind of bollocks. I don't necessarily think that might happen,
yeah,
but I can see her getting killed by a relative.
yeah. I think I feel like it's going to be Jamie killing Cersei.
That's what I want. But let's not talk about too much about that because that's part of a segment later.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we've finished the favourites segment. Now we're going to move on to
Okay.
predictions. My first prediction. Yeah. First prediction is who will live. Who do you think will live?
So who's going to be alive at the
No
end
one.
of the season?
Yeah.
yeah, it's all going to be
It's gonna
wiped
be a
out.
fucking ghost town.
Yeah, the Night King.
Oh, he's
So
got to
there's
die,
theories
surely.
that say that he's going to be just on the, like the bittersweet ending. He's on the throne. Just like,
Yeah.
there you go.
and it turns out he's a really nice chap. Everyone's really happy. Flea Bottom has been really.
All he wanted was nicer weather. Really.
Yeah, he was just fed up. Like, he's basically an expat. He just moved to Spain for a bit, and he's just having a lovely time. He's like, fucking hell, wine. It's delicious.
Well, it's from the harbour.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we get up north. Mostly made from dead horses. That'd be excellent.
That would be the bittersweet ending.
Yeah, I'll be quite happy with that. Yeah. He gets it, but
Just open the door.
Ah!
There's a dog.
Yeah, there is. The direwolves.
This is one of the hounds that ate Ramsay's face.
So we've got a bit bigger CGI budget than Game of Thrones. We could have the dog on here. Where the fuck is Ghost?
So I'm not actually stroking anything at all.
Where is Ghost? Super distracted.
Up my butt. He's a dragon now.
I'll be down with that. If Ghost became a dragon, then I'll be
Ghost.
alright with
Ghost. They confirmed Ghost is in the new season.
that. About fucking time. Can John walk into Ghost?
Can John
'Cause I feel like
I think he's already has.
this is kind of a book versus show sort of thing.
What? I didn't know this.
Basically,
Starks
all
can
of the
walk.
Starks can walk.
Yeah.
What the
So,
fuck?
especially in the show, what they say
But
about
then
the
why
show.
the hell is Arya doing all this faceless shit?
Well,
when
because
can
she
just
has
walk
she
in?
has
She's
the
lost
wolf
her
dream.
wolf.
She has
She
the
has
wolf
wolf
dreams in the show. In the
But especially with the Ramsay scene where the hounds eat Ramsay's face.
Is that your cider, Alex?
yes,
I think that's an empty one.
empty.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. When the hounds eat his face, they're kind of
Hounds eat whose face?
Ramsay's
face.
Oh, sorry.
And they're sort of saying that SARS.
The hounds eat his face.
because he's going, these dogs will never touch, like I'm
Yeah.
their owner kind of
Yeah.
thing, and then they just chomp straight away on him.
Yeah.
Which is she kind of says it like, oh, but you
Oh,
said
so
it yourself. They haven't been fed in
Yeah.
7 days and all
So
that.
that's
But they're kind of saying
Sons
that
are walking
it's-
into
it's
it.
a little bit of a nod.
It's a bit of a
nod
it's kind of a nod
towards it.
towards the fact that she.
I mean, a lot of the times in the book as well, Sansa's sort of lost her because she's moved away from it. She's sort of been a little bit hoity-toity.
So what? All Starks? What? Ned?
The Stark
mentioned
children.
about
Stark
this.
children.
Yeah.
So,
But
so
Bran.
doesn't mean to say that he couldn't.
Bran is the only one that can walk into a human.
Bran is the three-eyed raven, which is different.
He's
So
a
Bran's
Green
Green Sea. He's gone deep into it, and he's been sort of trained to do it by the fucking.
And now he's a fucking
What's the
tree.
name of his fucking kid? The creepy kid from the fucking.
I can't remember.
Mira and
Yeah, Mira's the
Got
girl.
murdered by whites.
Yeah.
can't fucking remember.
No, I can't
How
remember.
bad is that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I fucking can't remember his name, but he was like sort of trained by him before he went. So he was sort of groomed into like.
Well, he was groomed from
Well, the idea is that
birth because the original three-eyed raven had been.
well, the three-eyed
watching him
raven
forever.
didn't come to him until his fall.
Yeah, but wasn't there a reason for that? But he said he's been watching him since birth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that go around saying that Rickon was actually meant to be the real green.
Well, there's a lot of talk about
Um,
Rickon and Shaggy Dog, isn't there?
Yeah, because you know
Who's Shaggy Dog?
that's
Rickon's
his
direwolf.
Oh, okay.
But when Bran has the dream about his father dying, and they end up going down to the crypts because he's like, that's where I saw my father.
Yeah.
Rickon comes in and
Rickon's
says he had the
Rickon's
same
already
dream.
down there.
He's already down there. Him
wasted
and Shaggy
down
Dog are
there.
always down there.
So-
And Shaggy Dog's mental. Rickon's a bit fucking savage as well. He's a
Yeah.
bit of a feral child because he can't distinguish between the warging and his life. So that's sort of like the little
Right.
nod towards it. He's kind of, oh, is he a kid acting out because his dad's gone, or is he a kid who thinks he's a fucking wolf?
Right.
And he's sort of blanking out between the two of them. And he's in the books. He spends a lot of time on this place called the Isle of Skagos, which is a place where they're notoriously all like cannibals and shit.
Oh, is that where the guys?
Where they take him, where he's got, because there's a big period in the show where he leaves. So he's on this place called the Isle of Skagos.
Good.
Which is yeah. But
Come in.
Get involved, bro. What do you say?
Up in. Up in.
No. No. Absolute direwolf. Yes. Sorry, guys. CGI. Oh, I know he likes it. Oh, okay. Excellent. Clip up.
Just gonna replace Alex with the dog.
Yeah, it's fine. Hello, buddy. Cool. Have a drink. Click.
That worked.
Good job, bro.
Oh.
So, mate.
See you later, Alex.
Good job.
What do you know about Game of Thrones?
He knows he's a good boy.
Oh,
There's no good boys in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, isn't it? Go on, Clip. Off you pop then.
Buddy, buddy.
Good lad.
So predictions on who's going to live.
Okay, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Sorry, bro, I'll put you down now. That seems really uncomfortable for you. Okay, so who's going to be alive at the end of the season? Yeah, alright, mate.
Can I throw one out there straight away before anyone else picks it?
Yeah, then.
Sansa is going to live.
Sansa's going to live.
100%. She is going to be the Lord of Winterfell.
I believe she will be the Lord of Winterfell.
Lady of Winterfell.
Lady of Winterfell. And
she's already the Lady of
Lord of
Winterfell.
the North. Or Lordiness of the North.
Warden of the North.
Warden of the North and Lady of Winterfell. That's why I believe
she is.
So by implication, then you feel that the seven kingdoms are still going to be a thing.
Yeah, well, but a bit, maybe a different.
Not necessarily.
Maybe a different from what it was.
Just north and south, be like England.
Yeah, sure.
Giant signs that you're now entering the north. North. They've just eliminate the word there. You're now entering north.
So I tried to think of people that I thought were going to live, and it was actually really fucking hard. But I picked Arya, and I want to pick more as the conversation goes on. But I think the only one I can really think of is Arya.
I think Arya's going to die.
I don't think she's going to die.
I think one day she's going to bite off more than she can chew. She's going to think she's a badass. Someone's going to cut her in half.
But the first episode of Season 8 is Battle of Winterfell, right?
No.
Third
episode.
Third episode, okay.
Is what they say.
So, I mean, a lot of fucking Northerners are going to die in the Battle of Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
But
Arya is not a fucking infantryman, is she? Like, she's not going to be on the back of a fucking horse.
She's going to kill someone very important before she dies. We've seen this when Melisandre talks to her, and she's like, "I've seen the people in I see lots of eyes in whatever she says. I can't remember, but she's talking about basically the people that Arya kills throughout her journey.
Yeah."
And she says it as if there is going to be, and we haven't seen any big character that Arya's killed yet.
No, she's just killed a list.
A lot. She hasn't. Half the list have died from somebody else killing them.
Yeah, that's what she says. Half the list got the faceless god got.
Already dead. Yeah.
The faceless god got.
The faceless god.
But she's going to kill someone very important, and I also think she's going to die herself. We can't have too many Starks remaining at the end. Not that I don't want them to.
No. Well, for starters, I think maybe. Wait, let me just check. The next question is who's going to die, so we don't talk about who's going to die yet.
So if Sansa, I mean, the only reason that makes me think Arya's going to survive a little bit longer is what George R. R. Martin said about his wife being really pissed off. Like, if you kill Sansa,
you ever kill Sansa, Arya, sorry.
Yeah, then
we're breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to die soon. What's he worried about?
Yeah. The next
single life for the last year of your life. All the birds you like.
The next question is who's going to die. So let's go to who's going to die. Let's go. Who do we think's going to live?
Strictly talking about survival, then. Okay. I'd like the idea that Bronn survives.
Yeah, I think he will.
He'll get his castle.
I want him to get his castle.
He needs his fucking castle.
And it's going to be
the Red Keep. He's going to be on the Iron Throne. Bronn wins.
That would be fucking good, actually. I wouldn't mind that.
It'd be ridiculous.
As long as he's got someone like...
Lord Bronn of the fucking Blackwater. I'd like Bronn to stay alive. I'd like Pod to stay alive.
Oh, Pod's gonna die. Pod will die.
Pod will live.
Yeah, if he dies, he'll die protecting Brienne.
Brienne will die. Well, we're trying to do who will live. Who will live?
It's hard to do the Game of Thrones, isn't it? It's super hard to predict because if you've done this episode 1, it's like who's going to live? Ned, Rob, Catelyn. They'll all be fine. They're all the main characters. Robert seems all right.
I mean, we know a lot of people are going to die at the Battle of Winterfell. It's going to be a lot of Northerners.
And as the White Walkers go more south,
I don't think we're going to lose any main characters at the Battle of Winterfell.
You think?
I don't think we are.
No, you're right. We're going to lose people like Pod.
Do you know what they talk about? Especially, they've mentioned it a few times in the show. Is that Winterfell has secret tunnels,
catacombs and shit underneath, leading off the crypt.
And see, because they say it to, I think it's Bran and Rickon when they're talking about escaping. They're talking about there's so many different passageways that you could take to get out of here, this, that, and the other.
Well, Arya mentions it in the beginning of last season as well, when she speaks to the guards. Yeah, she's talking about getting in there. It's like, listen, I was raised here.
There's loads of ways in. That's fine.
Do you really want to be the ones that have said that I refused it, or because I'm going to get in one way or another? Do you want to be the ones that has to explain to Sansa why you kicked me out? And then gets her anyway. So yeah, I mean, I think Winterfell might fall.
Winterfell will almost certainly fall.
Yeah.
The thing that everyone keeps clinging hold to is the idea of when this happened 1,000 years ago, when the Long Night happened, is that Winterfell was named Winterfell because that was where winter fell.
Yeah.
That was the last battle that happened during that time. So everyone's saying, "Oh, this is what's going to happen again. This is all going to end at Winterfell." No, it's fucking not.
No, Winterfell will fall, and then that's where the show has to continue on from.
Yeah.
Really, but I mean, there's going to obviously have to be some kind of loggerhead at King's Landing. There has to be some kind of battle, but King's Landing hasn't got really shit left.
Joe, I would be happy.
Cersei's killed everyone.
I would be happy for the Night King just to fly aimlessly down to King's Landing.
Yeah, it's got fucking dragons.
Cersei's,
He goes,
and
"What?"
then just be like, you know what, I'm done with this place. Move on. Just as long as Cersei
stinks
dies.
like poo. Don't care. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be straight.
Well, you got thingy Oberyn's sister running Dawn now, right?
Yeah, but again, that's just sort of you got the Dornish army, but they haven't got a navy really.
They haven't got anyone. They've all been captured, haven't they?
There was that naval assault by Euron, wasn't it? That took a lot of them out.
That took the daughters.
Well, you had one daughter and then Lee. What the fuck's her name? Oberyn's wife. Or wasn't it wife, was it? Yeah. Paramore.
Cousin's sister. I just called him the sister.
Yeah,
she's actually a sister.
But then Cersei locked him up and made, you're going to have to watch her die. Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking savage. And she gave her the kiss with the...
Yeah. And you got to watch your...
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to watch your daughter die.
I just got to check that
was pretty savage.
Favourite deaths is on here.
We're still talking about deaths.
We're saying who
no one in Dawn stays alive. No one cares.
Okay, so who do we think that at the end of the whole of the Game of Thrones is going to be living? Let's just pick one. You say Sansa, I say Arya. You say who?
I want to say Tyrion.
Okay, I'm going to throw another one. Davos.
That
man just lives and lives and lives.
Oh no, I'm going to substitute Tyrion for Bronn. Bronn's got a better survival instinct than Tyrion does. He's going to survive in a fucking massive castle.
What the fuck were you doing? I was going to kill Daenerys. Were you though? Did you see the dragon in between you and her? Right?
I love that. I fucking love that. He's got that common sense because he's amongst such a bunch of the people that are all about honour.
And he's a bit older as well. He's
seasoned.
He's had a lot of fucking battles.
Yeah.
He has no honour. What are you fucking talking about?
I think he's got honour.
Every time behind his back on that knife.
Yeah, and every time
he's
someone
around,
says he's got honour.
He's around people that have got honour and he doesn't have.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Every time people say he's got honour, he's like, no, I'll just kill for
that.
fucking people
exactly.
that have the
If
money.
you give me enough money, I'll fucking kill you too.
That's it. When Tyrion's asking him, he's like, so, what would you say if I asked you to kill a child? He's like, how much are you going to pay me?
Yeah.
It depends on the price.
Yeah, Bronn don't give a shit, and that's kind of what I like about him. I feel like he's going to be, he's out for himself. He's out for number one.
No one spoke about Jorah Mormon.
I don't really care.
Yeah, don't I?
We've got off.
Were you talking about fucking Sir Friendzone?
Yes. Sir Friendzone.
Sir Friendzone. Well, I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
I like the that show the colour.
I mean the layering's beautiful, but the taste is going to be fucking.
That's very much rum for the first taste there. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, well,
by the old gods and the new.
No.
Fuck me.
Okay, so the next prediction question is who will die? And I just wrote
everybody.
I just wrote a lot of fucking people.
A lot of fucking people. Alright.
Yeah, we talk main characters. Which main characters are going to die?
How main are we talking? Is Brienne a main character? Because that bitch did.
I would call her a main character.
Okay, so I'm going to say straight away, Jon's going to die.
I'm gonna
he's already died once.
Say no.
Exactly, and that's why I'm going to say he's definitely going to die.
I think if we're
he's going to sacrifice himself for Daenerys. Or something.
think Daenerys is going to die.
Oh my god! I hope that happens. That would be the best.
I think she'll have a child, and then Jon will be bringing it up alone.
Jon's a single dad.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll fuck Sansa. It's Targaryen now, isn't he?
This is true.
Oh well, she's not Targaryen enough for him. I don't think. Maybe.
She's Stark, so it's not incest.
Exactly, it's not Targaryen.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Then in that case, he's gonna have to fuck
Tyrion, possibly. If we get to
that later. Did you ever read before he started the books, he put out this blank canvas or whatever that he sent to the publishers to say this is the book I'm writing. Do you want anything to do with it?
Right.
It's about 5 pages long or something like that.
Or just an overview.
But it's completely different now. It's all changed, obviously. But in that, Tyrion and Arya are together.
Oh yeah, I've seen the Japanese covers and the Japanese images where that gets a bit fucking weird. Yeah.
To be fair, they are married still.
Arya, not Sansa.
Oh, Sansa.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
And bear in mind how much younger Arya is in the books as well.
Yeah, and Tyrion
So this is something they don't touch in the series. Like they are a lot younger than you think they are.
Yeah.
Well,
when Sansa's getting raped, she's like 13 years
Well,
old.
they're pretty much the same age they are in real life.
When
so
Daenerys is getting raped by Khal Drogo, she's about 13.
Yeah.
Great tits. Though.
Lovely dress for 13-year-olds.
I'll take things that will put us off YouTube for £10. Jesus fucking
I'm pretty sure
Christ.
we've always been demonetised. It's fine. So we have 3 viewers, it's alright.
Jesus
I
Christ.
say cut that bit, but you don't edit.
No. All the shit goes in.
Yeah. Don't backtrack, stand by your words. That age, I think that's kind of a fantasy.
I think that's
writer
George just
sort of
being
thing.
like some.
I think he's just trying to be.
Not a paedophile, but
He's trying to be
close
deliberately.
to-
He's trying to be deliberately evocative. I think.
Yeah.
So he's deliberately sort of saying.
Well,
Provocative.
He wants the
Provocative,
confrontation.
Not evocative.
Yeah.
He wants the
Not
confrontation.
Definitely not erocative.
Eroticative.
It is almost certainly erotic.
What was the question?
People that die.
Oh, people that die. Okay, so
I say John.
Cersei,
Cersei, obviously.
that bitch
I
dead.
hope Jamie kills Cersei.
I think that's the hope that everyone has. I've definitely got the hope because that would be the Valancourt policy prophecy coming true.
But again, if Tyrion kills her, it's the same prophecy.
I don't think
Yeah.
Tyrion will kill her because he already. So when I said me and Ali were talking about, last Monday we were open map. Me and Ali were talking about crazy Game of Thrones theories. She's got loads that she's read about, and she thinks that Tyrion's going to kill Cersei. But I said Tyrion's already killed Tywin.
Yeah, but
He's already had a big
he
death.
is known as the greatest Lannister killer.
That's true, but only by
And he
himself.
is the one that sort of said to us, like when you wake up, your joy will turn to ashes in your mouth. And look, the terminology of it's too much of a red flag sometimes, isn't it? Like it was.
I know they fucking hate each other.
They do fucking curse each other. Like, I don't know how they fucking managed that whole dragon pit scene in the last season.
Like,
Cut! Sausage in it! That was fucking brilliant.
And Cersei playing along with everything, and then afterwards being like, "Nope, we're gonna kill them all." And Jamie being
Well,
like,
no,
Backpedaling and
I
saying,
don't think
actually-
she was playing along until she realised that John was on Daenerys' side. Then she was kind of like, I'll fuck you all.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever I want.
Well, she said, I'll support you and all that shit at the end of it, isn't she?
Yeah,
Which she's
but then,
definitely not
but
going
then,
to.
No, but then to Jamie, she said the opposite. And
Yeah,
then
she was
Jamie
like,
left.
why are you being so stupid? Obviously I'm not going to fuck him.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, did you not just say that
Yeah.
you were going to?
Yeah. And then he was, I think that's Jamie realising that Cersei's fucking mental.
Well, I mean, especially when we're talking books-wise, he couldn't care less about Cersei's. Once he sort of cares, like... When all the stuff goes, when she's shamed in King's Landing,
Yeah.
she writes to Jamie to be like, "Come back, you need to come back." Like,
Yeah,
there's all
and
this
he's
stuff
like
going
drama
on.
queen.
And he's just like, I couldn't care less,
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm really done with you.
When he's at the Battle of the Blackfish.
No, this is way
yeah,
before then. This is when he's. This is after
Oh yeah,
he's
this
been
is when
captured.
he's. Yeah.
When he's been held at
No. This is when he's going after their daughter.
No. We're talking books here.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay. So in the show, when she's being shamed, he's still off.
He's
finding
still.
his
I
daughter.
can't,
He's in Dawn.
No. He's not. He's not. We
No.
don't even know that he'd gone to Dawn in the books.
Okay, well in the show, he's in Dawn while she's being shamed.
All I was trying to. Yeah. No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I just watched it.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in Dawn while she's being shamed, and he gets back with their dead daughter just after she's been shamed.
Right. Okay.
Go on, buddy.
We'll start scratching at the door again, trying to get back in.
Where I was going with that.
Little prick. Jamie giving a fuck about Cersei, not caring, stops being interested.
Yeah, that was it.
So who do you think's going to die? No. Yes, die.
Okay, so
You've picked Cersei.
Yeah, Cersei's
Who've you
definitely
picked?
dead. That bitch is dead.
Who should I pick?
Hound's gonna die.
I picked John. You picked Cersei.
Bran.
Bran.
Bran's gonna die.
But Bran's like
Bran's gonna
the
sacrifice
tree.
himself.
Bran's a tree now.
Yes, he is. And he's all in fucking werewood.net.
Yeah, he's all sucked up in the roots.
Well, they need Bran to at least a little bit at the end because he's the fucking what's it?
Bran is almost certainly going to walk a dragon.
Ooh,
yeah, I think that's
shit. Didn't even think about that.
That's going to be
almost certainly every single time.
Walk the White Walker dragon.
You won't walk again, but you will fly.
You will, yeah.
So he'll. Oh yeah.
But he does fly in the book.
He flies
he walks into
in ravens and all that bollocks. But I do not think that's what they're talking about.
So he might walk the ice dragon.
He may walk it and sacrifice himself to kill the ice dragon,
and then might accidentally become the Night King.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've heard the theories behind
the Dragon Rider. Dragon Rider theories.
No, I was going to say the theory, but being that Bran is the Night King.
Yeah. Or Jon's the Night King, or a million other. Tyrion's the Night King.
I quite like. I mean, I'm not going to say
Jorah's the Night King.
I'm not going to say that it happens.
Tyrion's a little short to be the Night King, in my opinion. But
no, I won't say that it happens. But the theory behind it is quite interesting. The idea being that Bran uses his tree powers to go back in time.
Tree powers?
Whatever you want to fucking call it. Uses his tree powers to go back in time to say, guys, to the children of the forest, like, don't make the Night King, like, just don't do it.
Yeah.
But essentially, because they're in this confrontation with men at that point, so they're very
the first men.
They're very like, oh, I don't know whether to trust him.
Because they're dicks.
And then he ends up being the man that gets turned into gets the dragon glass stabbed.
Bran, so that's
if
what
you're not
Bran the builder for it.
And in the show, if you ever watch that scene, when they show the dragon glass getting shoved through his heart, Bran goes from laying on the floor like this, wherever he happens to be at the time. You see the thing go through his heart of this other guy, and it instantly transitions back to Bran, and he's in the exact same position. Which is very...
So if you're not 100% clear on this, viewer is much more accurate. What are the little guys called?
Children of the Forest.
Children of the Forest made the White Walkers to protect themselves from the
That's
first
not a theory.
men.
We know that.
I know. Yeah, this is not theory. This is just what happened. The Children of the Forest made the White Walkers to protect themselves from the first men by sticking dragon glass in the heart of a captured first man, which created the first White Walker, which is the Night King.
Supposedly.
It
is the Night King. Yeah.
But we don't know necessarily because we
Not to get confused with the Night's King.
Yeah.
Just to fuck you up.
Just one letter. You just try reading the fucking books. Like every cunt's name begins with a T.
Oh mate, it's when you get over to Marine and you're like,
fucking
whatever.
Sholak Monhammerat. Yeah, fuck off.
That was a good makeup.
Oh mate, he sounds like he's a fucking 80s soul singer. Ridiculous. Yeah, but yeah, they are fucking bonkers. But
Okay, right. So the next question.
Okay.
In the death section, I think this is the death section, right?
There's a whole section.
No, this is
death.
This is the prediction.
We did a whole podcast on death, in fact.
We did. The last podcast.
Second to last podcast.
Second to last. Well, one before last. Let's not say second to last, because that makes it seem like this one's never going to be made, which means I might die tonight and not get to edit it.
Probably.
Jesus Christ, are you in Game of Thrones?
Okay, we'll go into that maybe another time.
Okay, no.
This is the prediction section, and the next one is who will kill who. Whom will kill whom?
So, Jaime killing Cersei.
I hope Jaime kills Cersei, and I hope the Hound kills the Mountain.
So, I don't think the Hound's going to kill the Mountain. I think that would be too fairy tale.
Aww.
I think that would be. I'd love it to happen.
We need some in fairy tale.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Game of Thrones.
I think both of those deaths that you're talking about have been too obvious. Far too obvious.
Yeah, but I think sometimes you need a little bit of obvious. You need some fucking satisfaction.
When we're talking about George Martin, I don't think so.
Yeah, but he does like even like the.
You think this is going to happen? By the way, I'm going to fuck you in your ass.
Dragon glass.
Eleanor equals J was a theory for fucking ages, and then it miraculously came true.
Yeah, but that wasn't anything that was obvious in the show. That was just people that had too much time on their hands.
There was a lot of little nods.
That's the thing. There's so many things on Reddit. One of them had to be true.
Exactly.
Yeah. As well as if you throw enough shit at the wall,
exactly.
Sometimes
it's going to write Shakespeare. All that.
Exactly.
I know.
Perfect analogy.
I still think Jaime's going to get Cersei. Because what other way of her dying? And I'm so sure she's going to die.
Of course she's going to die.
Tyrion killing her is equally as fucking obvious.
She could try and form an alliance with the Night King. and he could be like,
He fucks her to
I'm not
death.
interested.
I'm thrust.
He
and
fucks her
she's-
with his frozen dick and gives her pneumonia from the vagina outside.
I'm so sorry, I didn't see that happening.
This is not a problem I usually have. It's never happened before.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
dead horses are fine usually.
So they have their own language, but we haven't heard them speak yet.
Do they have their own language?
Yes, I looked
Yeah.
on the wiki, and they have their own language. It's called something like Garn or Khan or something. Gash or.
See, the problem with the White
Cash, I don't
Walkers is that in the books, the books are done by point of view chapters.
You've got the White Walkers and the Whites.
So you do not have
Yeah,
a
we
point
know-
of
I
view
know that,
chapter for the White Walkers.
Yeah.
So for the scene, especially in the series, where he takes Cruster's baby and turns it into a White Walker,
Where you touch it and it's
never
fucking...
ever seen that in the book. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know that that's
Yeah, I remember
happening.
when that fucking happened. I was like, what?
But that might not be because it doesn't happen in the books. It's because we don't have a point of view chapter of the.
Yeah,
White
we've got no way of
Walkers.
telling
Because
it.
I mean, how's
You'd
how's
have
they
to,
going to have a chapter?
John would have to be hanging in a fucking tree going like, oh, I saw this. Yeah, it was, yeah, that
Okay, who
I was spying on Ingrid at the time.
whom do you think will kill whom? Because you don't like our ones.
I think Tyrion's going to kill Jamie.
Oh!
No, that's not going to happen.
I mean, what's he going to kill with?
No,
I'm just negative on all of these.
His
Sorry.
fucking dragon that he's riding.
Yeah, maybe if he's a Targaryen. Let's go into that later.
I think that the White Walkers are going to kill a lot of people.
Oh, that's
alright,
a
mate.
very, very accurate prediction.
Vaguey
there.
McVagingson. No. Also, grass green, sky blue.
I think you might win this round.
Bears in woods shit. Yes. There you go. Thanks for that, Alex. Glad you came on.
I just don't want to be proven wrong, you know. I don't want to say something that looks stupid.
Oh, that's literally what we do here.
Zombie Tywin Lannister is going to come back
Oh my god.
and kill again zombie Marjorie.
There is so many white
Tyrell.
theories. Like, oh, Hodor's coming back as a white. Oh, this, that, and the other.
No,
Okay.
I'd be very
Let's
uninterested in that,
let's go through. Let's skip to the next part.
I think. Right.
The next part is actually deaths.
Turns out everybody, or most people, according to Alex.
And there's two parts to this deaths question, or deaths segment, should I say? And it is. Fuck! I just read it and I've forgotten already.
I think Jon's going to kill Daenerys. I'm throwing that out
But
there.
he just banged his cousin, sister,
Auntie.
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 We got there in the end.
Yeah.
Well, the ideas for making Lightbringer, the sword.
Okay. Oh, you have to put the sword through the white.
Seven. Well, it has to be. It's supposed to come out of the seven. The embers of the seven.
No, bollocks. Basically,
What? That's the prophecy.
Does that knee return? No, bollocks.
The prophecy of the Lightbringer is it has to be taken
The
from the
idea
embers of
was-
the seven, the fires of the seven gods.
I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm not going to call bollocks.
It's just what I read.
Fires.
But
You know what?
the idea is
Dragons.
that he tempered this blade. It took him 3 times to make it. So the first time he tempered it for so long,
70
can't remember how long
years,
it
70
was.
months.
This
or
is all
something.
It was,
Azor-
it was a
Azor
short
Ahai.
time.
It was like the first one was like 20 days, and he failed, and it was
And
50 days.
no, but it was the fact how he called it. So he
It
called it
broke
in
it.
water and it broke, and then
Yeah.
he called it in something else.
Well,
and
he
it
killed like a deer with it, and it broke.
broke, or whatever.
And he killed
But
like a human
the
with
last
it, and it
one
broke.
that survived, the last one that forged the actual blade, the initial forging of the blade, was by plunging it through his
Wife.
wife or whoever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got the
Significant
soul.
other.
It's got her soul in it. That's what the Lightbringer sword
And
is
that's
supposed to be
the
made of.
idea of the sword.
Her soul's like shakranach.
So you
Can't
think
believe.
that John is going to be the whole prince that was promised, and he's going to use Longclaw, put it through Daenerys. and
Not
that's
necessarily
gonna make it-
Longclaw.
But Longclaw.
Heartsbane, maybe.
That's the title.
I mean, just because it's not.
It's going to be a blade
the
that we
cat's
know.
paw dagger.
It's going to be a blade that we know.
Oh.
The cat's paw dagger is the smelted down version of fucking Lightbringer.
I just want the guy with the spike.
You don't see me tiny. You don't see me tiny.
I'd love the guy with the one eye to be Lightbringer.
I fucking hate
I love
one
it.
eye.
Dondarrion.
What?
He got his
Oh,
eye.
fucking old Beric Dondarrion. What?
Did I not just say that?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Anyway, right. So that was the.
I thought you were talking about fucking like
Right. That was the prediction segment. Done.
Oh, okay. All right. Then, fine. Good.
Next
Good talk.
segment, death.
Right. I
Best-
feel like we've talked about that a lot.
I know. The two questions in this are best death.
Oh, so this is retrospective.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll allow it.
Best death and most unexpected death.
Oof.
Can
Okay.
I shoot in there for unexpected?
Fuck yeah, you go.
I would say the most unexpected death was got to be Ned. Because at the point in the series, the very first series, like you say before, we're going, the Starks are the main characters. Of course, none of them.
That'll be fine.
Nothing's going to happen to them.
Waiting for someone to swoop in.
And he is literally the
Shut up,
first
mate, you'll
main
be all right.
character that everyone loved to pieces.
And went, what?
And even split seconds beforehand, you're thinking, no, this isn't going to happen. Like, something's going to happen. That
All
turns
of the
this all
fucking
around.
actors that were saying about it, they're all saying that on set, like it felt like, yep, he'll be alright in a minute, like he'll rock up to the next.
Because I think they even go to the point where she's talking to Joffrey and she's like, no, we're just sending him to the wall. Like we're just going to send him to the wall. And Joffrey's like, no, take his head.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
And then Sansa fucking starts panicking and
But I would say it's not that it's. I mean, it was unexpected. And it's not the most unexpected death, but because we didn't know what George was like at the time.
That's not finished.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Because we didn't know what George was like at the time and how he liked to murder main characters.
Yes.
I think that's why I'll put it down as my most shocking death because it was just it came out of the blue. It was. I mean, Sean Bean's going to die. Sean Bean, he's got to die at some point during the series.
Probably, but you don't.
But you expect it to last a bit longer than the first season.
Yeah, exactly. There's a certain amount of budget, isn't there?
Well, this is it. But so I'd put that down.
All right. So if that's unexpected, then favourite death. Then we'll give you that one. What was your? Was that the question that you asked?
I think so. Something along those
You left
lines.
us wiring devices. Do what you like. Let's talk about time travel and fetuses.
Hey!
We're renegades. We're going off
Sorry,
script.
it's not here, we
We
can
do what we
do
want.
Hey! Favourite death? Blimey. There's just so many to
There's
pick
a lot of
from.
really good ones. There's a lot of really good ones. I've got one in mind.
Go on, shoot, because I'm not too sure at the minute.
It's got to be over, isn't it?
Oh, see, when you say favourite, I think of people that I want to die.
Oh no, there's not. I mean, if I'm talking favourites, people I want to die, Meryn Tran.
Yeah.
Meryn
That
Tran.
was a good death.
Yeah.
Actually. Fuck yeah. That was a
Shunk!
good death.
Shunk! That was
that the guy that fucks the children?
Yeah.
Arya
too
jokes
old.
in the eyes.
Too
Yeah.
old. That was an amazing sense of justice. But I was saying that probably one of my. Like, it depends how you say favourite.
No, we're saying
The best swordsman in the world, killed by Meryn Tran.
He didn't even have a sword.
Meryn Tran had a big old sword, big armour.
There was.
No, this isn't favourite death. This is best death.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. We immediately.
We kind of
I've immediately
misinterpreted
misunderstood the question. Then. Well, in that case, then best death, Oberyn Martell.
Oh,
Man got it. Oh my god. I raped her. I murdered her. I raped her. I murdered her. I killed her children. And that scream, but Ilia Martell. That's her fucking name.
yeah, I think we call
Ilia.
it
Ilia Martell. That's it. Yeah. I raped her. I murdered her. I killed her children. Like a fucking honeydew melon. Pop. Just fucking did it. And it's fucking Tyrion's face at the end of it.
Again, like Jaime, the whole thing obviously he wanted Oberyn to win because he didn't want his brother to get executed.
Yeah, Jaime. Yeah, Jaime
I really like Jaime in that scene because he's like, oh man, this is a good fight.
When he sees him warming up at the initial start, and he's like flipping all over. Jamie's like, hang on a minute.
You got Oberyn drinking wine, and Tyrion for the first time in any season goes, must you
Maybe
drink the
not
wine?
I always drink wine before a fight.
Chill out, bro. Like, I'm alright.
I got this covered, man.
I'm okay, man. He's the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor of fucking fighters. It's no worries, my friend. It's okay. Everything is good. Bottle of acai will be fine.
Man on his back, man.
No, yeah, he's no matter, my friend.
Pets of chip.
But yeah, then turns out gets the head exploded. Don't get cocky, kid. He's that. Yeah, I think that was that. The scream, the acting that surrounded it, the build up to it. is it Pedro Pascal, the actor that plays Oberyn?
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right.
He was fucking incredible the entire. He became absolutely loved and so many people's favourite character in the space of about 5 episodes.
Yeah, as soon as he got into act like as in a well-known actor, he fucking done shit after that.
He did Narcos, the second season of Narcos. He was fucking brilliant in that. That was great.
I've not watched Narcos.
I
watched the film that he was in with Matt Damon, which was like there was some poor like. I'm not even going to get into it. We're talking about Game of Thrones.
But yeah, Pedro Pascal was excellent. But yeah, that was probably as far as deaths go, that was fucking amazing. So most satisfying death, Meryn Tran, Arya fucking juking him up.
That was a satisfying.
That
death.
was very satisfying.
Yeah. So best death for me, Littlefinger.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Yeah.
That turnaround, like, how do you plead? Lord Baelish. Oh shit! I can't believe she said that. That was excellent.
That was fantastic. Yeah, no doubt about it. Although, we did see the death, didn't we?
Get his throat slit by the cat's paw dagger, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, the same
which
dagger,
is a sense of irony. Yeah. Which was fucking excellent.
Yeah. But most unexpected death.
You asking us or telling us? Are you leaving us in tension or?
No, that's the other question.
Oh, Alex already answered. So Alex answers his for. I'll do mine.
What was your most unexpected death?
Ned.
Yeah. See,
Neddy.
it wasn't unexpected for me because obviously I accidentally
spoiled
spoiled myself.
Yeah,
that's why I was saying. Oh man.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Unexpected. I mean, because I sort of fucked myself up as far as like because
you read it all. Yeah.
No. All right. Okay. I'll say John then, because I remember specifically reading about John
but it's not
on the fucking train.
Well, John's still dead in the books.
Is he?
He hasn't come back yet.
But he's still dead.
I remember reading it.
I didn't know that.
And I read it.
That's not like a word.
And I was like,
I like Scooby-Doo.
what? I reread those fucking 3 pages 17 fucking times.
I know.
we
spoke about this loads of times.
What?
Yeah.
I was looking up. I was looking around at people.
Wait.
I guess someone was gonna. Nah. And I read it. Yeah, for the fucking watch.
For the watch.
Fucking Ollie. Fuck that kid.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He got hung. It's fine.
Yeah, good little prick.
He didn't even let him give his last words either. He
Yeah.
goes, last words, fuck it.
Yeah, drunk. Yeah, done.
Dead.
John, apparently dead John gives no shit. But yeah, that like John.
I lived for the night's watch.
life for the war.
I fought for the night's watch. I died for the night's watch.
Good. See you later.
John, he sounds so normal when you listen to the show, but when you hear people do impressions of him, you sound like such a dick. I fought for the night's watch.
Oh, was this fucking what was his name? The cunt that was the I led the gold cloaks. I think of no one better than to lead the black.
Oh fucking hell, what's his name?
He was a fucking toss bag as
That
well,
was a
wasn't
good
he?
death.
Yeah, that was an
I
excellent
have no idea
death.
what you're talking about.
He gets his head chopped off by
John.
By John because he refused to go and take over the Night Fort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was he was a dickbag. He was
That
in
pussy, he was on the hidden the
Yeah.
place of Gilly.
That was it, yeah.
While the men were fighting. Oh, Janos Slint. There we go.
Janos Slint, there we go.
Janos Slint.
He was a fucking
coward with the women and children.
covered in his mess of his own making.
Yes.
I love that because that's the first time that Sam's ever made a joke that the other night's
Yeah.
watch. I'm like,
That
that's
was-
quite funny.
Sam the Slayer, killing it. That's fucking excellent. Yeah, Janos Slint was a very satisfying.
That was good, especially because you kind of think like,
Is John
he
gonna
might let
reach
him
out?
off because he's like mercy, and John's like,
I thought he was going to, and he's
oh,
like, nah, fuck
yeah.
it. Because he went
Soon,
to make an impression in front of the, what's his name?
in front of Stannis.
Yeah, because Stannis was there. He was
No,
like,
Stannis
the
nods
nod.
at him.
He's given the nod. Any forum I've ever been on has referred to it as the nod.
Yeah.
That and fewer. I do love fewer. No less men, fewer. It's amazing.
Poor fucking illiterate Davos.
Illiterate now. Well, he's not illiterate anymore. He was taught to do it by Shireen.
A little.
See, you know the same thing. You haven't put any rhyme in there
I
either.
forgot to put the rhyme
Yeah,
in.
see, we're both fucking shit at making drinks.
You're a barman, aren't you?
We've both been
Not
barman.
really.
We've both been barman enough to know.
Yeah, that put some booze in boozy drinks is often a popular choice. People prefer their rum with rum in it.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same Give it a little swish around.
Give a little swish around.
Okay, so I said, what did I say? I said my favourite death. I didn't say my most unexpected death.
Oh, unexpected death.
My most unexpected death, I'd say, was obviously Ned would be the best one, but that got spoiled for me, so I couldn't say that.
What, Red Wedding?
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Unexpected death. I knew something was gonna happen, and when oh my god, this bit when she's
she
next
rolls up the
to
sleeve,
Bolton,
sees that he's wearing the armour,
and she rolls up. I was like, oh, it's going down now.
Well, see, I didn't quite get that immediately.
I did.
It was until she turned and slapped him, and then I was like, wait a minute, what was going on?
The second I saw that, I was like, fuck, and then it kept panning to the guys playing the music, and I was like, they're gonna get crossbows. They're gonna get crossbows down, and I was like, yeah, that was the most unexpected death for me, I guess, so far.
See, that was where I just caught up in the books. I think I watched that in the show first, and then read it maybe a couple of minutes later. Yeah, it wasn't long in between reading it and actually watching it in the show. Yeah, that was a mad time because everyone loved Rob.
I thought he had a chance.
The only thing that kind of led me to believe that he didn't. Obviously, like I said to you, I watched that in the show first before I read the books.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any point of view chapters in the books.
Yeah, it's not from his
right.
point of view.
It's always from Catelyn's perspective, or whoever he happens to be with at the time. So it makes you wonder, kind of like, why doesn't he have his own chapters?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he's not going to survive.
Yeah, I understand.
Turns out.
Turns out, didn't.
You know what? I know we had a little touch on satisfactory deaths. We haven't said the J word yet, have we? Fucking Joffrey.
Oh my god!
We've had, like,
my god!
We barely mentioned
We
Joffrey
haven't said his name.
Just bring me some wine. It's got in my throat.
Pour me some wine, Uncle. Pour me some wine. Fucking little.
This pie's a little dry.
Okay, so let's add a section that wasn't in the original.
Okay, sorry.
How much you fucking hate Joffrey?
Most satisfactory
quickly before we do this, right? Why the fuck would you eat a pigeon pie?
He didn't eat it though, he cleaved it!
Yeah, but then afterwards they served it around to him. It's like you've got birds flying around and shitting in that pie. What is wrong with
I felt like there was a separate pie and that was just a ceremonial pie.
I don't know.
Yeah, most satisfactory death for sure, Joffrey.
Yeah, Joffrey was an incredible death.
Can I also put him down as the worst swordsman ever?
Yeah, yes, you can. Yes, you're 100% allowed
People
to do
that Joffrey is good with a sword.
A book.
One pigeon.
One pigeon. He fucked that book up, though.
What are you going to call it? Widow's Wail. Oh, I like it. Oh, fuck it.
What's the worst name for a fucking widow's wail?
Widow's Wail. Little shit.
Oh, fuck, I just thought of a shocking death. Most shocking. Marjorie Tyrell.
You're only shocked because she's.
It wasn't really shocked. There was about 10. Well, how many hundreds of people
died?
Yeah,
I know. I just didn't want her to die. I was like, she got out.
What? She
was
on
yeah, I love her. Yeah.
Tom and Baratheon.
Outfit.
That was a shocking fucking death. When he just went out the window, crown off, ta-ra, and then just fucked off the edge of that building.
Do you know what I saw a clip of?
Yeah, it's the most shocking death so far.
That was.
I saw a clip of when Stannis is raiding King's Landing. She's sat on the Iron Throne with Tommen on her lap.
Yeah.
And she's about to give him this drink.
Yeah,
the Tears of Bliss.
Yeah. Which will end his life. And just as that happened is when Loris and the army come to the front door.
Over the door.
Like, oh, by the way, we saved you.
Yeah.
But she was that close away from killing her own son, and she actually managed it anyway. She still managed to do it.
Fucking out of her mind.
Cersei's a cock basket.
Yeah, and fucking her Marcella as well. That death as well was pretty fucking brutal. Like, she's giving the kiss at the end of it, and then and Jaime's watching her fucking die just as he tells her, I'm your dad, I'm not your uncle. I'm kind of your uncle as well.
That scene was spoiled for me by the fact that they're clearly not in the same room acting that part. That whole scene, it's so obvious that he's superimposed into it.
Oh, really?
The CG is so bad in that scene, because obviously it's such a small scene.
I was too worried about what was going on. I was sitting there, I was like, what, why is Marcella's nose bleeding? What the fuck's happening? What's going on? What the fuck?
Oh, that was
she
so
just told
obvious.
her. Now she knows. What did she know? Now she's fucking dead. Oh my god, holy shit.
As soon as she kissed her, I knew that she was going to die. I was
no,
like,
see,
poison
I didn't see
there was some like old school mafia shit. Oh, I kill you, give me, oh my friend. Oh.
Can I go off on a tangent before I forget about it?
That is
Please
literally
do.
what we do.
Right, okay. What are your guys' thoughts on Gendry actually being Cersei's child with Robert Baratheon?
No way, not a chance.
Well, who else is he? Well, a whores, I suppose.
I mean, he's had hundreds and hundreds of bastards.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe
No, I
hundreds,
think they mentioned it was about 20.
I mean,
he's had tens of bastards then, whatever you want to call it.
well, you've got the whole the seed is strong thing.
But the idea is the seed is strong.
Yeah.
You've got that. You've
Which
also
is-
got
which
the
means
fact
it's
that
definitely a
she said when my first son died, Robert beat his hands bloody against the wall. But there's a lot of speculation that goes around to say that Cersei had the child. She didn't want to kill it, but she also
Didn't want to keep it because it
didn't
wasn't
want to
Jamie's.
keep it because it wasn't
Yeah.
Jamie's.
So she gave it
So
away.
She gave it away
to be raised as a bastard.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't think that has enough.
I think in the show maybe not because they haven't got enough time
Sure.
to deal with that kind of
Yeah,
business.
it's too much.
And
But
obviously, Gendry's already two characters.
I
that
do
you just
like
told
the
me.
idea about
Well,
it.
yeah, the
I
whole
like
it's
the
all,
idea.
Like,
Yeah, that's an awesome idea. That he's actually the only
But the
one-
only- the only
legitimate heir.
Well, I mean, I suppose the only thing that goes against it is the fact.
well, actually,
that
Daenerys
the,
was still superseded.
the
Okay,
Baron
but
Carl,
you
whatever
know
you
what.
want to call it, the
Only
prophecy
legitimate
said that she
Baratheon.
would have 3 children. That's the only thing that goes against it.
And she
Because
had
obviously the 3 children would have been
Marcella,
Tom and
Joffrey.
Joffrey. But I don't know. I kind of like it. I like the idea. I like where it goes with it.
I like the idea of Gendry being more legitimate than he is, and the whole Edric Storm storyline as well.
I think the whole.
So this is something that I have no clue about. Tell me a little bit
Yes.
about what is it? Cedric Storm.
Edric Storm. Yeah, he's backed by. Is it the Golden Company? He's got his Golden Company.
Dawn.
The
No,
Golden
it's
Company is
Essos,
who
isn't
Essos.
Cersei's hired.
bringing over at the minute
Yeah.
with Euron Greyjoy.
Oh,
That's the arc.
They've got the fuckers with elephants and shit. Like they're the biggest.
They are essentially
sellsword
they were
army.
founded by the Blackfires, who when they got
Destroyed.
they got destroyed, but they got exiled to Essos.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay, right. So
It's-
Jamie's the one. Tywin's the one that destroyed them at Blackfire.
No. If you're talking about Black,
We're talking years ago.
Yeah, this is
So
Black
this is
War-
when the
Blackfire
rebellion.
But I
Blackfire
thought
Rebellion.
Blackfire Rebellion was Tywin
No.
fighting for his dad.
No. I mean, there's been several Blackfire rebellions,
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
but the very first one.
Blackfires was sort of an offshoot of the Targaryens.
I know, I know that.
It's not even an off. I mean, I suppose it is an offshoot, but
Well, no,
it's,
it was a Targaryen that decided he was a bastard Targaryen, was he?
he was a bastard, but the people loved him more, and they
made
he was
the Blackfires.
He was a fighter, and he was
Yeah.
well loved by the people, whereas the actual Targaryen heir was very weak and sickly and all this
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
Because
everyone
everyone
basically
you fuck your
said-
cousin all the time.
yeah,
then,
everyone was just kind of
I
like,
did this.
man, we need this guy as king, not you.
Yeah.
So he kind of went like, alright then, I'm going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
And he made the
and that
Blackfire.
kicked off the Blackfire Rebellion.
But the Blackfire was initially named after the
Oh.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took
Yeah.
the because he was actually Holloway maybe. Anyway, he was a Northerner's daughter, son. So it would have been the King Maegor. I think it was King Maegor.
Maegor, yeah.
So he basically had lots of different women all over the place, but they weren't like whores. They were highborn women,
Right.
but he wasn't married to them.
Yeah. Bastards. Still
And
bastards.
then on his deathbed, he
technically,
legitimised all of his bastards.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
there was a
I
lot
remember
of
that.
deathbed
Which is essentially what caused
fucked
the
a lot of
problem,
things up.
because he was like, "Fuck it, you're all Targaryens."
and everyone like, oh, which me better though? Yeah? I'm the highest Targaryen. And that fucks shit right.
It literally fucked the entire
Yeah.
Game of Thrones universe up.
Yeah.
Just him going, you know what? Like, yeah, you can be a Targaryen.
Yeah, you're alright, yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, have me sword as well."
Yeah, go on, crack on, just split it into loads of little bits. But what were we talking about? We went into Targaryen. Oh, I do love it talking about Targaryen history though. I fucking love it.
This is the thing, right? Because the Blackfires aren't mentioned in the show.
No, not at all. Not
Okay, so they have a massive connection with the
Gold Company.
the Golden Company
Yeah.
have a massive connection with Blackfires, which
Yeah.
we don't know about in the
Gold
show.
Company of Essos.
So what I'm
Yeah.
wondering is maybe instead of it being Blackfires in the show, they're going to have a connection to the Targaryens.
Right, so this is
So
something.
Cersei's is bringing
Hide
them
a load of
over
Targaryens to fight a
essentially
Targaryen.
to fight another Targaryen.
Yeah.
So there could be that kind of
Interesting.
like, oh.
Yeah.
So the next section is the quiz, where I'm going to quiz you guys. It's only 4 questions because I couldn't think of anything, and they're really easy things. But I did want to say something briefly before that, which is, I believe that obviously because we haven't seen Lady Stoneheart.
Don't think we will.
No, I don't think we will either. I believe that Arya is going to take her role, not as Lady Stoneheart, but so Lady Stoneheart leads the Brotherhood Without Banners, correct?
Yeah.
I believe Arya is going to leads the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Lady Stoneheart, by the way, guys, is the resurrection of Catelyn Stark.
In the books,
she didn't die. She was brought back to life by the Red God.
She was actually brought back by Beric.
Beric brought her back.
That guy just loves bringing people back to life.
Essentially, he's the one that always gets brought back.
Usually it's like Thoros that brings
basically,
Beric.
he kind of saw her corpse and he fell in love with her.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck it, I'm bringing her back so I can do some dirty stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Plus she can't say no because her throat's been slit. So Lady Stoneheart also can't talk.
Yeah. But she leads the Brotherhood Without Banners, and I believe that Arya is going to take her position. Although I did say this before season 7 came out.
I mean, they do
season 7 came out
characters, so this could happen.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Arya will become Lady Stoneheart. I just think she's going to take the position of what
She'll
Lady
do the
Stoneheart
things that
did.
what she does.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, let me quiz you guys. I know it's only 4 questions, but let me quiz you. Don't look away.
Really, really under pressure.
Is there really, really, really easy questions?
Have you brought buzzers with you?
Yeah.
The first question: who forged Needle?
Oh, the fucking blacksmith,
blacksmith
at Winterfell.
Yeah, well done.
Roderick.
No. He's the master at arms, you fool.
Well done for instantly getting. See, I knew these were going to be easy for you guys.
Fuck's sake.
And now you got to remember his name.
I thought you said these were easy questions.
Yeah, this is fucking
Christ.
They get
He's
easier as
probably
they go
mentioned
on.
like twice.
Yeah, I think he's actually only in two scenes.
Oh, I know how he dies. I know when he dies. I know exactly what happens to him. I just can't remember the fucker's name.
But you both know he's the blacksmith of Winterfell. Which
Theon fucking kills him.
in the books, not in the show.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to say it begins with G.
It doesn't. It begins with M.
Oh. No, I'm taking a pass on that.
Yeah, I genuinely can't remember it. It's the worst.
Micken.
Mickens!
Oh, that is number one bullshit.
I knew that was good.
Fuck's sake. Fucking Micken. One armed. Is he one armed? Do you have one arm?
No, that's the blacksmith at the wall.
That was it.
Who currently wields Widow's Wail?
Jamie.
Fuck! Instantly.
Fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Oh, yes.
Well
Yeah,
done.
because it's not as Widow's Wail anymore. Or did
Well, he
get
gave
Widow's
away
Wail?
his sword.
He gave Oathkeeper.
And then, got with it as well.
So I definitely would have said
Which 2 animals have been the pommel on Lion's Claw?
a bear and a wolf.
See, I knew this would be easy for you guys. I wasn't sure if you were going to remember that.
What was the name of the sword?
Longclaw.
Oh, okay, I thought you said lion.
I did. I think I said
okay,
it
yeah.
wrong.
I was
Yeah,
going to say, got triggered.
sorry. Longclaw. Longclaw was originally a Mormont sword.
It was.
And obviously,
So I had a
Which is very interesting.
Mormont.
Because the Mormon, obviously we know in the show that they live on a tiny little island.
Yeah.
And to own a Valyrian steel sword,
It's really
you had
like-
to pay masses and masses. Even Tywin himself.
Never had one in the.
He did.
They
They
did.
did have.
They did have
they
one.
did
Lions
have a
too?
sword,
Yeah.
but it was lost before he became head of
It
the
was
house.
It was Lion's
It-
Teeth, wasn't it? I'm
It
not
was
really
lost
sure,
in.
yeah.
I can tell you. Oh, who was it lost by?
it was
It was
lost-
lost by the explorer who took it.
Okay, so this is part of the next.
Fucking Dora.
This is part of the next
Oh.
question, so
Oh.
don't go
Oh,
too
God.
much further. Well done. I knew these were easy questions for you guys,
Fucking nerds.
but I love the fact that you both instantly were like bear, wolf.
Technically, direwolf, if we're going to be honest with
Yeah, fair.
It had
fair,
red
fair.
eyes.
And the 4th question and the last question, which goes back to what we were talking about earlier, is name 1 lost Valyrian steel
Dark
sword.
Sister.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, give me the story behind it then.
Dropped off the back of a dragon.
In the Battle of Blackfire.
No.
At the Dance of Dragons, wasn't it? Dark
No,
Sister?
no.
Oh, fuck it.
Ah, you ruined it. You ruined it.
Well, Dark Sister, fuck off.
Dark Sister is supposedly was still in the possession of the Three-Eyed Raven, which is...
Nope.
What's his fucking name?
Oh, I can't remember his fucking name. Because he was another Targaryen.
Is it Shira Seastar?
No. No, I got written down here. I got 3 swords. There are 3 swords. I was trying to get you to name one. Okay, I tell you what. You named
Blackfire.
You named the Dark Sister.
Yeah.
So now I want you to name one of the other 3 Valerian steel swords.
Yeah, but the thing
is,
there was loads of fucking Targaryen. Valerian.
There are 3 Valerian swords that are definitely lost, and I have all 3 names of them. One of them was the Dark Sister. You name one of them.
Blackfire. I'm not
Blackfire's
sure.
not one of them.
No.
They were lost at the Blackfire Rebellion. 2 of them were lost at the Blackfire Rebellion. One of the ones that were lost at the Blackfire Rebellion is the Dark Sister.
Claw,
Lion's Tooth, wasn't it?
Lion's Tooth.
Let me just have a little.
That wouldn't have been lost at the Blackfire Rebellion.
No, after that.
Oh, sorry, you said Blackfire. Yeah, sorry, Blackfire was one of the ones lost to the Blackfire Rebellion. Obviously.
Wow.
Well, essentially, so Blackfire and Dark Sister,
They
both arrived in Westeros
and
with Aegon the Conqueror.
and they were
So
both- they were
OG fucking.
And they were both lost during the Blackfire Rebellion.
So Dark Sister was also wielded by plenty of the kings. That became the sword that got passed
that was the
down.
ancestor.
It was Visenya's Targaryen
Visenya's
sword
originally, but once Blackfire got lost, that was the one that essentially got passed down through the generations. But as far as I knew, it was still left with what's his fucking name? The Three-Eyed Raven.
I genuinely cannot fucking remember.
I don't have it written down.
That's going to really bug
Who
me.
is? Yeah, I say. Can you Google it for us, mate? Because it's doing my fucking head in. The name of the Three-Eyed Raven. But the one
If you
that
call me Young Jamie,
Yeah, pull that shit up. Young Jamie.
thank you.
Young Jamie, can you pull that shit up for us? Yeah, it's. Because he's a Targaryen, isn't he?
Blood Raven.
Blood Raven is.
He's got so
one
many.
eye. Fucker. Oh my god.
People are going to be shouting us.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Oh, fuck it, obviously. Oh no. I've got the letter D in my. I'm sure his name begins with a D.
What we got?
This is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Oh my god. I'm definitely going to have to be a horrendous podcaster and fucking find that on here.
His real name is unknown.
No,
It's
yes it
definitely
is.
not unknown.
Under the guise
Yes,
of the Three-Eyed Raven, he appears in Bran Stark's visions. Well, this is the wiki.
I've heard his name 100,000 times. It is not unknown.
Is it Brendan Rivers?
Brendan Rivers.
There we
Fucking
fucking go.
hell, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brendan Rivers.
There we go.
Um,
That was a lot of fucking work.
so basically,
Don't bloody say it on the wiki.
That's because you're taking Game of Thrones instead of Someone Nice and
so
Fire.
when we're talking Fire
is
Meets Ice, yeah, he was one of the original Fire Meets Ice,
Yeah.
because he was a
Targaryen.
Targaryen who the
Bastard
Rivers
Targaryen,
is a
yeah.
northern name.
Yeah.
So his mother was a Rivers, who was a northern name, so it was Fire Meets
Yeah,
Ice.
like River Run.
Essentially. But that's what they say.
That's all wrong, wasn't it?
It's happened many times before.
But that's what they say. I forgot where I was going now.
Also, fuck you, you piece of shit.
What?
I'm gonna set you on fire.
What?
See if you're the unburned.
Because you couldn't pull that shit up, young Jamie.
I pulled it up, so I forgot to pour it up.
Worst young Jamie. Don't put me with a knife. Like, what the fuck's happening? See, what happens, Alex? We've
It degenerates. It always
Well,
does.
into knife fights.
You never know, bitch. You never know.
Right, okay. Anyway, you were saying Brendan Rivers.
Oh yeah, ice meets fire essentially, because obviously the Targaryen parentage being the fire and the Rivers being the mother. But what they said was that this is how that people gained that magical ability of the green sight and the wargame was because it was
Bit of blood mixing.
It was the blood mixing of the old Valyria blood versus the northern blood of the First Men.
Right, so the First Men doesn't necessarily applied to the actual first men that ever lived. It was the first men in the north, wasn't it?
It was
First man in
basically-
Westeros.
Yeah.
Basically, when the Children of the Forest pretty much owned most of Westeros, and they had all their
The heart trees,
The heart trees
the
across-
werewood
the
trees,
werewood
which
trees.
the ones you
Werewood
see with
trees,
the white,
essentially,
the white wood and the red leaves.
there was a
Yeah,
land
the faces
bridge
in them.
that joined to Dawn that was connected to Essos. So the first men came from Essos, they walked along the land bridge, and then that was when they started their invasion of Westeros.
Right.
The Children of the Forest are
Right,
the people
fuck
that
this
caused,
shit.
caused the magic which broke the land bridge. So essentially cut off
They're a
Westeros
piece of
from
info, the
Essos.
Children of the Forest. They were chill, plus they were tiny.
Yeah, and also the first men were just fucking cavemen.
I mean, they were just looking to conquer. They were just
Yeah,
looking
but
to
they
get their
didn't
own
have
shit.
no magic throwing rocks. Like,
No,
"Woo!"
none of that fucking whatever Leaf had, like fucking
Yeah.
little like, magic hand
they
grenades.
say that the reeds, like Mirror Reader,
Yeah.
the other one, whatever. the name that we can't think.
Joran?
Jojen.
Jojen! Fuck
Jojen.
yeah, fuck Christ, we got there an hour and a half later. Jojen Reed, that was the fucker's name who taught Bran how to do fucking, how to be a
He was
green
the
seer.
But yeah, what they're
God,
saying
that's
is
just
that,
fucking
that they are
wackos.
essentially
But then we
distant relatives of the Children of the Forest.
Mm.
But the
Because
Children
they're
of
all
the
known
Forest
to be
immediately
very
bring-
small
And their weird floating
And they're
fucking
weird.
castle they've got.
And
They
that was
immediately
where
regretted their decision to make the White Walkers.
I wouldn't say immediately.
Almost
Yeah.
immediately.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
it
but
turns
you
on them very
You
quickly.
don't see it in the show because
Yeah.
they make the White Walkers,
Yeah.
and then all you see is her going back to
Plus
her
you've got to
being
bear in
like,
mind-
I'm really sorry.
It took a couple of generations after until Bran the Builder built the wall. But there was still a little bit of a step before that actually happened.
Yeah, there was like 1,000 years. It's a bit more of a little step.
Don't know if it
See,
was-
there's an idea as well that Bran is every single Bran that there has ever been.
Yeah, the whole Bran the Builder
So he was
thing.
Bran the Builder.
There was another Bran
There was
Stark.
lots of different
yeah,
Bran,
quite a few
hundreds of
Bran
Brans.
Starks.
But the idea is that he went back in time and was like, man, we need to put up this wall. There's some cunts out there that's going to cause us some real trouble in
If
a
he
little
already
while.
knows it's a problem, then like, why not just end it there and then?
Because you
How-
can't
how
go
do we
back.
end it there and
Yeah,
then?
because you can't go back before fucking Werewood.
Tell
went
them
there.
wherever the. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. That's no. Wait. No, we can't. Oh, yeah.
You can only see through the werewolves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
Werewoods
can't go
always-
before the werewoods.
No, there is.
Damn! There's a limit on his powers.
Yeah, man.
Well, that was
But he is essentially, like, no one sees it, he's essentially the strongest
He's the most
person, the
powerful
most powerful
yeah.
person
Well,
they have
he's-
at their, in
he's
their
a,
arsenal.
he's a fucking tree.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, he said in this series that he's not going to be such quite a robotic tree man. He's going to be more of a personality and.
because they got him a chair. I saw
Yeah.
I saw the shoot. They got him a chair.
Oh, with Maisie and
Yeah.
fucking Sansa's. What's that fucking
Can't remember.
Sophie?
Sophie, yes.
Yeah.
Maisie and Sophie
Sophie
wheeling
Turner.
him along.
Yeah, dicking about. Sophie Turner. That's it. Sophie Turner and Maisie Williams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Arya and Sansa.
I hate Maisie Williams in real life.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's such a prick on social media. Oh my god, can you see other things I do? In fact, actually, I think she's just a typical 19-year-old girl. I think that is actually, she's just doing that person.
Maybe I don't know that bit part. of
Maybe
it.
just 19-year-old girls are awful humans.
Yeah, they for sure are. I mean, we're lucky.
Oh, wow, okay. That's a sweeping statement. You've made it. I mean,
Well, we're lucky. We're older now.
What
It's
gender?
fine. We don't have to deal with 19-year-old girls anymore.
I hope not.
But your girlfriend's what? Wife?
Your wife.
Your
Yeah.
wife's old.
Yeah.
30?
Nearly there.
29?
She's 30 next week, actually. She's probably,
Yeah, exactly.
Probably week after.
Much more reasonable.
Much more reasonable.
Oh.
Well, that was the end.
Get
That
onto
was the end of the podcast, by the way.
At the end, can't we talk about some mad shit?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. That was the end of the segmented podcast.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright.
go. Let's go theories. Let's go weird.
So,
We'll stick one.
That is quite weird.
yeah. Alright. Tywin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm done with this now.
Thank you for letting me be your guest.
Tyrion being a Targaryen. What are we saying?
I like it.
I like it too. I don't think it's true, but I like it.
I feel like it's too obvious, right? It would be too. Everyone's a
Yes and no,
Targaryen.
yeah.
Everyone's a fucking Targaryen.
Okay,
What,
before,
me, you?
before the last
Are you a
dragon dies.
Targaryen? Okay, the best
Spoilers.
the best thing about
I feel like Alex was going to say something sensible, and I feel like you're not going to.
I'm gonna the biggest like thing that they have going about Tyrion being a Targaryen is the fact that the dragons like him.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah, that he can get on the.
Oh,
dragon.
was that so
Yeah.
unsensible, you bitch?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not sure where you're going to go after this, but yeah.
No, I was gonna go nowhere.
I had the whole theory of before Valyrian or whatever the fuck the dragon's name is died or got taken
Viserion?
Viserion. That there was going to be 3 riders of the dragon.
Yeah.
3 heads of the dragon, as
John,
they always say,
Danny,
which I had
Tyrion.
in my head was
Tyrion.
John, Danny, and Tyrion,
Yeah.
being the 3 Targaryens. I love the idea of Tyrion being a Targaryen, and it makes sense because the Mad King at the time bedded Tywin's wife.
Because he had the right, the king's right, or
King's
whatever
right,
it's called, yeah, to the first night.
To the first night. So he bedded her, and it also explains why he hates Tyrion so much.
Yeah. Plus
I
the
know,
fact,
but at the end, at the very end, Tywin says, "You're not my son." But for the first 5 minutes of that conversation, he says, "You are my son."
Well, yeah, but that's to get him on his
someone's
side.
got a fucking
Like,
crossbow,
yeah.
but you were trying to take a shit.
So actually, I quite like you.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, your giant head, I'm a big fan of
I think the only thing that goes against that thing is that the bedding would have happened when they got married, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Jaime and Cersei's are older, does that make them bastards?
What?
Yeah, no.
Because they wouldn't have been he wouldn't have been married at the time.
Oh, good point.
Wait, did I miss that? Wait, go again.
So Tyrion is the youngest of the 3. Okay.
Of the 3 what?
Of the 3,
Cersei's
Jaime,
Cersei,
and
Jaime.
Tyrion.
So
he's-
Cersei and
he's
Jaime
the
are
youngest
twins.
of all of them because he killed the mother when he was born.
Yep.
So the theory is that the king bedded his wife on the first night, which is what actually happened. We know that.
What
happens.
king?
The Mad King.
Yeah.
Alright,
King
right.
Aerys.
Bedded who?
Bedded Tywin's wife.
Tywin's wife at the time. Yeah.
Okay, so what my idea is that if he did put the seed is strong.
Put the seed is strong.
If he did impregnate her with Tyrion,
seed.
then surely that would mean that he wasn't married when they had Jaime and Cersei's.
So this is where the time travelling fetus theory comes into play. So the idea is that time travel. So do you remember the witch that came in and
Mira Mazdur.
Mira Mazdur that came in and did all the fucking weird witchcraft with Daenerys when she gave birth to the weird reptile child?
Yeah.
She was like, I can save your husband.
When
Don't you worry about
that. When the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It's like, all right.
Why are we taking a northern accent?
Well, I mean, it's not. There's not a northern accent in Game
She
of
wasn't.
Thrones. No, she definitely wasn't northern.
We're just doing it as a northerner.
Yeah.
When the sun rises in the east.
Oh,
Ingrid.
Ingrid. Oh.
James going, what are you talking about? She's going, calm down.
Oh god, I'm trying to fucking remember this ridiculous theory now. It was.
I haven't heard this.
It was.
Which is strange.
Oh my god, I'm going to show you the full ins and outs, and you're going to really love it because it's fucking bonkers.
They're all good and bonkers.
It is just the Alex Jones of the Game of Thrones world.
Right.
It's amazing.
Let's try not to ever mention his name in this podcast again.
What are you afraid
It's
of?
good turn up.
Yeah, you
Say
afraid
his
of?
name 3 times in front of the mirror. I dare you.
It's the reptilian time travelling child rapist. That's the problem.
I'd chuck out Alex Jones any day.
They're making human and animal hybrids. They're already doing it. Sorry.
No, it's just what's the practical application of jiu-jitsu? Well, if we were in a fight, I would kill you.
That would kill you. Yeah.
I would kill Alex Jones.
Well, we would still manage to get jiu-jitsu and do it at Game of Thrones somehow. Every
Obviously.
podcast. If I was in a trial combat, I'd use jiu-jitsu to die quickly.
Yeah, I think I could definitely.
It's
work
not
him
really
with a
something
sword.
that you would use against someone with a sword.
Yeah.
Fuck off sword.
If he was 7 foot tall,
Especially if you were like, I'm going to start in
Hey,
this-
God! Butt script. Full guard to the guy with a lance.
come at me, motherfucker.
and you're just like backing off.
yeah,
With a spear.
Yeah.
He's like poking you.
Just
You're
keep shrimping, man. Just keep shrimping.
Yes. I'm going to use your own size against you. You wait.
waiting for that sweep. Just waiting.
Genuinely,
Pump me,
I can't even figure this theory now. I'm too up of it. I can't remember. Something was about
Yeah, it's really satisfying.
Ty-
I knew it
yeah.
happened.
Tywin's fetus got teleported somehow into Daenerys. So the baby that Aerys,
We're no longer talking about normal Game of Thrones.
the baby that Aerys impregnated Tywin's wife with was the one that Daenerys gave birth to in that tent.
the winged
motherfucker.
You mean instead of it being John?
The winged bat-like.
Oh, that no,
nothing to do with John. Leave John out.
You're confusing everyone.
Fuck me. Don't make this worse than it is.
Sorry,
Christ.
Sorry.
And in that place, that got replaced then with the child of Daenerys, who is actually
so Tyrion is actually the
Daenerys.
What do they call it? You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
You said 3 words. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Dothraki, they prophesised her son as being...
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the fucking the leader of the.
Yeah, but they called it like the eater of the world.
It wasn't
that bit. It was something along those lines.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah.
So essentially, that's Tyrion.
You know,
Yes.
you know, one of my favourite little bits of lore that's in the show. Again, don't know the books, but the little bits of lore when Daenerys is talking to one of her like handmaidens. And it's talking about where the dragons came from, and the dragons were the last dragon flew up to the moon and became the moon, and then
That's a Dothraki thing.
Yeah, and then the moon got no good anymore and gave birth to everything inside the moon, and the moon came down.
The moon
I think the idea is that the moon cracked
as if
it was an egg,
yeah,
and that was where the dragons came from.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
And
I made a whole song about it.
Well, it's like, well, the moon's there and it's not cracked, so that's that theory.
Fair enough. We've never seen the moon in the show though, so
that sounds like a Christian thing. Sort of. Well, we've got if humans came from apes, there are still apes. So
how long's he gonna do this nice for? I want to know. Oh, what? That was rubbish.
Yeah, sorry, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not built for stamina. Built for speed.
I've fought this guy so many times. He's the least speedy guy I know.
But yeah.
Let's end it.
So yeah, let's call it quits. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is our.
Thank you for having me on.
That was lovely.
And fantastic guest.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Cheers,
No
man.
problem. It's been a pleasure.
Shit. Really dealing with our retardations.
Yeah, we love occasion. You're only the second guest. You're only the second guest we've had, but it's just sometimes nice to have a friend on, especially because when we said, "Oh, we're going to do the Game of Thrones podcast," and he went, "Oh, Alex is the biggest Game of Thrones nerd I know." I was like, "All right." I was like, "Yeah, fuck, let's do it. That'd be awesome."
Take it as a compliment.
Oh yeah, it's 100% a compliment, right? Boys,
cheers, everyone. Read Fire and Blood. You'll fucking love it.
Yes, and World of Ice and Fire as well. Just read the book.
Yeah, the whole series.
Yeah,
You'll
be
fucking
one
love
of
it.
those
You'll be
fans.
waiting for years for the culmination of the series, but
plus you get to be super smug, like when things happen. You're like, well, of course.
well, it will have already happened. But
Maybe. Where's Victarion? Who knows? He's not even a bit. We didn't even mention that. Let's not go down that fucking road right now. Let's do it. Ready?
No. Oh, okay.
Go on.
I was going to say no one mentioned Euron either.
No one.
What's going on with Euron?
right, let's talk about your one. Great guy first.
We were so close to finishing. Absolute dick teasers. Fuck you. You're on Greyjoy. Alright, turns out he wants to fuck Cersei. He's not going to fuck Cersei. He's going to get his boat set on
Well,
fire
first
by
he wanted
fucking
to fuck
dragons.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I'm going to sail to Westeros. Sail to."
No, I'm going to sail west and
I'm going home.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to go west. There's a blonde who's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, was he
Everyone
Daenerys?
thought he was talking about Daenerys because of the book thing.
Yeah.
Because there's Victarion where he has to go and he
Was he
meets-
talking about Cersei the whole time?
There's an entire side thing, and again,
Alright, no.
trying not to be a book dick.
Basically, Euron is so much cooler in the books.
Yeah.
A million times more.
His
cooler.
fucking brother is the coolest character in the
Also,
fucking
I'm
book.
going to throw it out there, in the books, I do not think it is the Night King that knocks down the wall. I think it is going to be Euron
Bran.
or somebody else using the Horn of Winter.
Fuck
Yeah, that's going to be really good round.
Oh, actually,
Fuck you and your
do you know what George R. R. Martin actually said in leading up to the next book? He
I'm
said,
too fat, I can't write it.
"We are going to go further north than anyone has ever seen."
What?
Okay?
Newcastle.
Further north than anyone else has seen. And I think they're going to do this in the show. Forget all your jokes and all the fucking bollocks that comes with it. I genuinely think they're going to do this in the show because we've seen that there is something bigger out there in the north. We've seen where they created the White Walkers. We've seen Craster's children.
Yeah.
They've said we're going to go further north than we've ever done
The
before.
north, though.
Which means I think they're going to be going to the Night King's palace or whatever you want to call
Oh,
it.
that'd be dope. Imagine if he actually has a home and he's just like, fuck this.
Almost certainly.
He's got like some sort of
Almost
Superman
certainly.
Fortress of Solitude shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen the Kryptonite fucking fortress
Yeah.
with all the fucking
Oh,
Kryptonite
I
poking
really
out
hope
every
that
which
doesn't
way.
happen.
I think they're going to go because
If he's got some sort of like, oh, I left my heart on my fucking shelf at home, it turns out
That would be
if
shit.
you
Gotta
stab
go back.
that, kills everyone, kills all the whites ever.
But
and
if
then
they- if they
John
went
Jones
there
like,
and found
Aria pokes it
John
with the John
Jones.
Jones. He pokes it with a steroid needle. Aria pokes it with the fucking the dagger.
I like the idea
Let's-
of them
they'll
going
explode.
there though and finding out maybe who he was. Maybe
Then
there's
it was
maybe
me
there's
all
some
along,
fucking-
now it's Bran!
maybe there's some hieroglyphs on the wall
It was
that
me
write
all
fucking
along.
I'm Bran.
Bran was
Oh,
ear.
yeah.
Bran was ear.
Yeah. Signed 2012. Bang. Have you just paused that for me?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
On that note, are we calling it quits?
Yeah.
Are we doing it?
We can still
Fuck's
talk
sake.
afterwards.
Ta-ra!
Cheers. Clink.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Clink!
What did you say about
Got a drink.
Trickles down your chin. Ice cream
You did it!
for another gin.
Really appreciate it, honestly.
I taste blood at the back of my throat. I see dust when I start to choke, but the ice cream keeps on trickling. I wanna know what's going on inside your head. I'm on my way home. It seems as though I'm testing your patience with every vibration of your phone. Cryptic, you're sick when you're sending a sign. Mystic when you stop in time. Obscene, gold bell with a sparkling eye. Handy with a pocket knife. Tightrope walking without the net. Eggshells breaking with every step. She knocked me back and she held me down like a cheap whiskey. Ice cream trickles down your chin. And I scream for another gin. I wanna know what's going on inside your head. I'm on my way home. Listen to testing your patience with every vibration of your phone. Cryptic, you're sick when you're sending a sign. Mystic when you stop in time. Obscene, gold bill with a sparkling eye. Handy with a pocket knife. Set sail with another fiasco. Don't attack the can if it's bits and bugs. Take aim when your arrows are blasting. Head for the bullseye, take it first. I wanna know what's going on inside your head. I'm on my way